Hey everybody, this is Uncle Ruckus and
Logan,
And-
Upper Beanie Brothers.
and
Chris.
who that back there? Y'all know him?
Yeah, that's Vincent.
Anyway, we ain't related, no relation at all. I just want to talk about this damn Snark Tank podcast. Look, if you got to listen to one podcast, you may as well make it a Snark Tank podcast. Am I right about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many episodes they done? Like 200 of them or something like that?
I think they're on like 190 right now.
Yeah,
they're coming up.
Now, I think slavery lasted about 200 years, so it's like every year that a slave was a slave, then they done made a podcast.
Yes,
Don't forget, Snark Tank Podcast always celebrates slavery. That's what I love about them more than anything. Anyhow, this is Uncle Ruckus and
Logan
and
Chris
and whoever the hell that is back there. No relation. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hey, look, it's a little dead meme.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 300. 200, probably, actually. Never mind. I keep saying 300. Sorry. Welcome to episode 200 of the Snark Tank Podcast. Are you fucking ready? Are you awake? You better be awake after that. I'll kill you if you're not awake. I'll sneak into your bedroom and twist your foreskin off and then strangle you with it. Welcome back to another episode of Snark Tank Podcast. I'm here with, obviously, Tom Sweeney. Obviously, I don't know what to make of Derek right now. What is that?
I don't even know who Derek is. He couldn't make it. Oh wait, I do know who he is. He couldn't make it, but
okay.
He said,
who's this?
My name is Black Corey Taylor. They usually call me Blory Blayler, but
right. Yeah, because of the BL in the beginning of Black,
and the band Blipknot. Or Black Knot or something. I don't know. We haven't figured out our name, but we have like 10 years of albums.
Being called Spicknot. If it's a bunch of Latinos.
I can't believe we actually managed to get Black Corey Taylor on the show. This is pretty. This
is a moment for us for sure.
This is a moment for sure. In fact, this is. I mean, who needs Keith David when you have Black Corey Taylor? I mean,
this is the final episode of the podcast.
Episode
300.
Thank you guys. That's a shame. That's a shame. It's my favorite podcast. I was going to say thank you so much for having me. You guys are really funny. I love how evil and maniacal Thomas Swinard is. He's like one of the most evil people on the planet. I think he's infinitely more evil than Hitler, Mussolini.
You're wilding. You're doing a little too much.
Hamas
Thank
combined,
you,
like all the
stop, Black Corey Taylor. Stop. That's not. But
just trying to give you your flowers.
Please cease. Thank you for being here. You're really cool.
Christopher Ray Maldonado, you're one of the most beautiful people on the planet. I have longed to have sex with you, and I think this is the closest that, you know how they always say, shoot your shot?
Yeah.
I know I'm incredibly famous, but I still get very nervous.
That means so much, Black Corey Taylor. I can't even. I'm definitely not going to have sex with you, but like, thank you.
Well, still a lot of podcasts left. We'll see what happens.
There's a lot. You can maybe shop around to different podcasts. Maybe you can find somebody who looks vaguely like me. I look like a lot of people, but like, I'm not really.
Have you masturbated
really.
to Sam Smith from freaking from that stupid Seth MacFarlane show? American Dad.
Sam Smith? Sam Smith is a person.
Is it Steve Smith? What is his name?
I think it's Steve Smith, right?
I think his name is Steve Smith.
No, the American Dad is oh my God, you fucking confused me.
I got him.
Stan.
Oh, Stan Smith.
Yeah,
Sam Smith is that fucking delicious guy that he made that devil song recently or the cheating song or whatever.
Yeah, he's that child of the devil that everybody's. He's white Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Basically.
Dude, you know what's crazy? In my family group chat with all my cousins, granted, this is a family group chat, but a lot of my cousins, so it's like 30 people in this group chat, right? A lot of them are not black. And you know what they call him?
What do they call him?
They call him Lil Gay Nigga X. All of them call him that, and I'm like,
that's incredible. But I need to bring so Black Corey Taylor is currently sipping on a Yoo-hoo. I couldn't help but notice.
Abomination.
So how many of those do you have on hand? Honestly,
about 6 cases just for today, and like they're really small. They're really small. And so they go through them like, I mean, you know, like a person that's a heavy smoker, they buy cartons of cigarettes because they just go through them so quickly.
Crazy.
And so I have these, and this is actually why I became black. And,
the Yoo-hoo, right? That makes sense.
Yeah,
the artificial chocolate water. That makes perfect sense. That after a certain amount of time, somebody might face blackification.
Right.
As a
Can
result
you
of that.
chew through solid stone yet?
I'm getting there. It's I'm getting there. I had to get George Washington teeth because I destroyed my other ones. But
right.
I'm getting there. These ones I'm starting to gnaw down. Like I'm taking pieces of it off. It's like I'm filing the stone.
The idea of somebody drinking Yoo-hoo and like if they can't get Yoo-hoo, they got to start eating concrete. It's such a wild thing. They're like, what happened? I can't.
That's
get
not a wild
Yoo-hoo.
thing at all. That's just the reality of the
That's
situation.
just the
with those
evolution
people.
of a person that drinks Yoo-hoo. Eventually,
I'm
you will
sorry.
start feeding on concrete.
It's so so. Look, this is episode 200. I keep saying 300. Episode 200 of the Snark Tank podcast. We are going to. We asked on January 5th for all of your suggestions for some of like the most memorable moments, your guys' favorite highlights of the show. We're not going to do a clip show like a lame episode of The Simpsons or Seinfeld or something, but we are going to talk about it because like a lot of this stuff, dude, we forget. We just straight up forget all of this shit. Like I was scrolling through this thread and clicking some of the links that you guys were linking, and I was just like, I don't remember ever saying any of this at all, and it's crazy.
That's
it's
how we
almost
alleviate the blame.
It's getting to the point where like I could probably sit and watch our show from the beginning, and it would feel like a show that I've never seen before. You know what I mean? Like it would almost feel like its own podcast.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Because it's so separate.
Elating.
Elating. But some of the one with the, so I asked you guys to upvote the ones that you saw in the thread that you agreed with, because I didn't want to go through like a bunch of like repeat answers and not really sure what people wanted to see. And Derek's camera freaking the fuck out is really really high on this fucking list.
That was a great moment, dude.
That was the thing about it isn't even just how it's the way that it was freaking the fact that it swayed back and forth like it was trying to break free of chains. And like it just couldn't, and then it was just like on one side there's a pill bottle, on the other side there's a pill bottle.
Just
so
pills,
fucking
looks like the biggest drug addict ever because of that.
It was set up pretty perfectly.
You don't know Corey Taylor. Shut up. You don't know Corey Taylor. You don't know the moment.
I saw the episode.
Shut up, nigga.
Right,
you don't
right.
know the moment.
I'm not even. You know what's really heinous about like this mask is that when Derek when Derek laughs with his teeth out, it's the most horrifying. I really hate it.
It looks insectoid almost.
It does. It looks like fucking that Digimon that's like a bug.
Was it Bugmon or something? What is it?
Bugmon, yeah.
Bugmon.
Yeah, that's how clever their fucking names are anyway. That's how clever their names
honestly.
are. Fucking,
Yeah, literally.
Shut up. You
Come on, Mon.
Look.
There's Nutmon. There's Bloodmon. There's fucking Pissmon. Look,
They would
there's
give Kingston.
Shitmon.
They would put angel wings on Kingston. It would just be Blackmon.
Angel
that'd be it.
Niggamon.
Black
Angel
Wingmon.
Negroidmon.
Black
Okay.
Wingmon. Like that's it. That's all fucking.
That's
Black
so
Wingmon.
much
unclever.
yoo-hoo. That's so much yoo-hoo at once.
Crazy, dude.
Are you actually drinking it, or are you just miming?
I'm trying to power up, dude.
That didn't answer. All right. So the Pee Wee Herman. So that was Idiot Snail wrote in about the Derek's camera. That's definitely like a favorite.
That
That's
was
a
good
favorite
one.
of mine. I cracked that. I couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah. By the way, I sure already addressed that. Hold on a second. Hey, Derek, come here. All right, okay. Hey, guys, I'm back. So the
You didn't even try. You didn't even fucking try, dude. Oh my god.
Didn't even take the mask off for effect. Just
You didn't do any of that, dude.
you know what's really funny about it is that like from the audio you can tell he's still in the mask because it clearly sounds like he's
sounds
talking from
exactly
inside the mask.
same, dude.
No, I'm here.
there you
Derek
go.
is here.
That's
There
it.
you
You
go.
sound like Derek.
Derek
All right,
is
what's-
here.
All right,
No,
Derek, how'd you address the camera? What's up?
for the record, no. Okay, no. For the record, so I bought this really expensive AI this badass camera, right? I bought a really expensive camera, and maybe mine's a little bit defective. And so, yeah, maybe. You saw it, 90% of the time it works perfectly, but then it has moments like that. And so it tracks you, but you got to use hand motions, certain signals to make it remain in place. And it was not when I moved. So it went nuts. It did not reset. And then the pills, I think I already explained that. That was just, my stomach
it's just
was all
so
fucked.
funny.
But it just,
It's just so-
looking at it, it looked fucking...
It looked like it tried to run away. It looked like it tried to get up and leave.
I'm afraid of AI, dude. I'm one of those ignorant. Like I try not to be ignorant about stuff, but I refuse to not be ignorant about killer AI. And no matter how many smart people say how stupid that sounds, I'm like, nah. No, they're
gonna molest you. They're straight up. They're gonna lure you into a van. They're gonna molest you, and then they're gonna code it or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
I can see killer AI becoming a problem like never, but I wanna live in a world where it might happen. You know, that'd be a funny world.
I'm not really interested in hearing what you have to say, Kingston. Right
That's
now.
amazing.
Let's move on. Let's move. Let's move on to Aro. It's such an insane thing to say to someone.
I'm not really interested in your opinion.
I'm not really. What are you speaking for? What are you talking for? Arrow Michaela wrote in. Michaela something? Michaela. I can't read right now. I had a little drink. Pizza Time for sure. Pizza Time is obviously a classic. He's a staple. He's a staple of the show. We can't have. There is no Star Tank without Pizza Time at a certain point in history. Not anymore. He's part of it. We haven't brought him up in a while though. And I think that's good. I think it's good because you want to savor these things. It's like the chicken fights in Family Guy. You don't want to overdo them. You know.
That's true. They definitely did.
They definitely did, and that's why we got to keep Pizza Time. How many? Where he belongs.
How many of those chicken fights are there?
And then there's one time where Lois fights Lois fights the female wife.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a chicken wife fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a chicken wife fight.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
That's when the chicken fights got woke, in my opinion, where they just had to force a woman in it.
Why is there a woman in this, dude? I want to see men chicken fight.
Where's there a fucking woman in this chicken fight, dude? Like, it's fucking so lame. I hate it.
I will search that on YouTube, and I will find a video.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like
that's when Family Guy went woke.
Yeah.
That moment. That's the moment.
The Lois Griffin chicken fight. Oh God!
Family Guy's falling apart, dude. Fucking Lois fighting the chicken, man.
It was so good up
to shove her
until
nose up my ass. That's it. I don't want to see her fight a chicken.
They gave Cleveland his own show. What is this?
My pee hole.
What is this? Why would you give Cleveland his own show? He's not even funny.
Yeah, funny. Give Quagmire his own show.
Yeah, that would be a really wild
best.
show.
He's so based. Quagmire's so based, you know, bro.
I like how Quagmire like assaults women.
Did you see that clip? Did you see that clip? I can't remember if it's from like an episode of Family Guy or if it's from like a series finale for the Cleveland show or something. But like they're all clapping. All the Family Guy characters are like clapping for Cleveland, and like Peter's next to Quagmire, and he's like, "Hey, Peter, when am I getting my own show?" And Peter's like, "Quagmire, you're a rapist." And then the show
flat out.
And then the show,
flat out,
and then
like
it just
flat out. He
it
says
just
that.
ends.
I don't think he says a rapist, but he says like
no. He says literally. No, he says verbatim. He's like, "Quagmire, you're a rapist."
And then,
like literally verbatim. That's a direct quote from fucking Family.
He says something like that. I'm like, damn, dude. He's like, giggity. It's funny to sexually assault women, and he runs away.
Yeah. That's his famous catchphrase. Giggity. I love sexually assaulting
exactly.
Yeah. All right.
You cannot misconstrue what he says. He says that exactly. True.
Something that was written in about a lot was this. So George R. Martin and I believe somebody else wrote in. Let me see if I can find it. This list kind of gets continuously. Where the fuck did it go?
Is this Shoutmon? Yeah, this is Shoutmon.
Where did it go? Come on. All right. Well, somebody else wrote in about this as well. But what is it? What's his face? The guy who Paul Rubin, Pee Wee Herman masturbating in the porno theater with a fire hydrant like force.
Oh yeah, Paul Rubin.
I love the idea of somebody being able to come and knock someone back, bro.
It is. Yeah, that was a great one.
That was definitely a good segment, and I'm assuming like so many things that was probably around the credits or something. That was probably towards the end of the podcast.
Probably, dude. A lot of golden moments happen towards the end. Like in the beginning of the episode, we're kind of getting our feet wet. We're trying to kind of feel out the day.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, usually it's a fucking disaster. And then like the last episode we did, the credits were like a fucking hour. It felt like
it was something,
insane,
something
dude.
ridiculous. It was something absolutely insane. Yeah.
I'm dead.
The idea of somebody coming in their own
insane.
face and knocking their own head back is so fucking funny, man. It's just
tried.
hilarious. Getting your head straddled by your own blast, man.
I really did have it in my head that we were going to be respectful about it until about a fraction of a second after I finished talking.
Oh, and then
And you immediately started with the
say,
he's dead, and it's
I'm
like,
dead.
well, it's over. it's out of the bag now, and it ended up being a great short for us.
yeah.
Like,
You know what's funny about
Pee Wee
that?
Herman,
There
bro,
was
he's not mad about it. He's dead.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
There was zero thought into that. Like it wasn't even like a thing where, oh, let me say this to be funny. It's one of those things that you when you just say something, it just said, and then later you're like, oh, I said that, kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's an instant reaction. It's
Yeah,
like it's almost like an instinct where it's like, all right, well, this is obviously how I'm going to react to this.
Well, duh.
What's so wild is that like I literally thought that exact thing. I thought that exact phrase. I'm dead, and I was like, that'd be too much for me to say.
It just works.
But it does just work. Yeah,
Not at
I'm also
all.
not too good at that part of the Pee Wee Herman impression, like that like weird like. I don't know.
it's not
That's
bad.
hard.
I think we all kind of nailed it. I think we all.
You think he
I
got
think-
shot? You think his? Never mind. I'm not gonna say it now. It's done. He's
You think he
gone.
got shot?
He's. You think he got shot out of his own house after he died? They put his body in a chair again, and they shot it out
They
the house.
shot
like he
him
usually
out,
He
Well, like
usually
on a-
does, or they
like
just
on
let
a
him,
trebuchet?
put him in the ground
and then what? He just landed somewhere. He just-
somewhere. Hopefully in the plot they dug for him. Hopefully in the plot they dug for him, or maybe in a movie theater. You know, where he always loved being.
They fucking calculated it to try, but you can't calculate for so many things in the way. The wind. There's so many unknowns that can happen.
You know what was crazy? It was people at the Playhouse that calculated too. It wasn't even like real scientists. It was like a bunch of like little creatures and shit trying to calculate it as well. And they were like, I think this will work. I found cameras, and they
so
sucked
we
them out.
just slams through his neighbor's house. Essentially, he just fucking
blows up on contact with his neighbor's car. This explodes.
Oh man, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
All
bro.
roads.
Rest in
Rest
peace,
in
Paul.
pussy.
And pull out a
Rest
little
in
bit of yoo-hoo for this dude. You know, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Stop
Pope,
drink.
yeah.
Rest in peace.
You gotta stop drinking, or else you're gonna transform, bro. You
You know what's
gotta
crazy?
really stop.
I tried to find you, and I couldn't find. Ew! Did you just squirt it into a cup out of the fucking?
Yeah, I ruined my
juice box.
I ruined my my energy drink.
Oh, that's so.
Why are you? This bit
heinous.
is not worth it, Derek. You're gonna get sick. It's not.
I probably am. I'm having the worst allergies I've had in a very long time, and it might be the yoo-hoo.
His throat is literally closing up as he's sucking down this yoo-hoo, and he's just like
His throat is
he's-
closing up and he's beginning to breathe through his fucking skin because he's becoming a monster and he doesn't fucking stop.
Episode 300, Derek dies, and it's just we're gonna have to deal with that. He's seizing, and we're just gonna be like, wow,
And then episode 302, Derek returns as a yoo-hoo creature, and he's
gonna have
just
to call-
he has a maw. He has a maw, and his skin is translucent. It's just like what the.
Oh yeah, I'm some creature, but I have a shirt that says yoo-hoo on it.
we're gonna have to call JoJo. And we're gonna have to call JoJo and tell her to stop the recording so we can get the episode.
Oh yeah, so hey, could you drop that in the drive, please?
Derek
Hey, Jojo.
Derek died
your
upstairs.
husband's dead. Can you stop his recording?
It should be. Yeah, I
Also,
don't care, whatever.
seriously, burn the body. Burn the body seriously. If you don't burn the body, he'll get back up. You
Dude,
have
if he's
to
been
burn
if
it.
he's been drinking yoo-hoo, that body's set to ignite like nothing's ever ignited.
Yeah, but if
before.
you
That
don't
shit's-
ignite, he's gonna stand up again.
I'm feeling
That's you gotta
incredible.
worry about fucking the monster version of
I'm feeling incredible. I was able to see at night. It was awesome. I'm feeling good.
That's fucking
terrifying.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, the tax frog wrote in. The whole Lee Harvey Lion bit had me dying when I heard it the first time.
It was fucking funny.
Lee Harvey Lion, that's another classic. I'm really glad.
That's a good one.
I'm
The
that
real
was-
life beast ranger.
Cause that's what that conversation was. It was about like what the fuck was the context of that conversation? We were
I
like,
think a lion is
Because you were talking about him bringing a lion to the fucking January. January.
oh,
5th.
how
yeah.
it wouldn't technically be terrorism to unleash a lion in the Capitol because you just set an animal free. It's the animal's decision to do what it wants. Was the argument, if I remember correctly?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
something, and then terrorism. It got very xenophobic for a second. I remember that. And
Yeah,
then,
the lion
like,
became Islamic.
Something like yeah, it had some like a turban or whatever the fuck you call those things.
So
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
bro? Islamophobia is kind of a basis of humanity. If you really,
I mean,
No, I'm-
it's pretty base. It's pretty base.
Hey,
I mean,
yo.
wait, Islamophobia would be fine if it wasn't actually tied to like people instead of if it was actually tied to the
That's
ideology.
crazy. You're bugging. Stop.
I mean, you're not
Islamophobia
even
would
listening
be
to what I'm saying.
fine if it wasn't tied
Yes,
to people.
I
It's like,
think
dude,
shitting on
unfortunately,
ideologies
it's
is
very much so.
absolutely
is.
fine.
Look, I would look. If I was a gay person in the Middle East, I'd absolutely be Islamophobic. But
Oh, well,
But
yeah.
look,
'cause
see,
you-
here's
I
the
don't know,
thing.
like-
See, like that. But see, this is the problem. You immediately said Middle East, but it's like Islam is huge in a lot of places. So like
Right,
the
right, right,
problem
but, like,
that Islamophobia
yeah.
is actually tied to Middle Eastern people, like Arabs and whatnot, and not just the ideology. So that's the problem. Because if it
Well,
wasn't
I mean,
actually tied to the ideology,
well, I mean, as a gay man, as a gay person in the United States, you wouldn't really be afraid of Islam because Islam's not really going to.
you still don't like
really
it,
have.
just like you don't like
Well,
Christianity.
but it's not a fear in the same way that it would be over there.
Well,
You know what's
what I mean?
crazy?
most
If
phobias aren't even really tied to fear anyway. Like when you say when you
somebody fucked up the English language in that.
they have socially, like when you see people are saying they're homophobic, a lot of homophobic people will beat the shit out of gay people. They're
But
not
that's
afraid
not a
of
fear,
them.
though. It's not a fear. They're fear that if the gay person's gay around them enough, they'll gay themselves.
They're not.
Yeah,
And then
that's
they'll start
true.
gaying.
Yeah, that's
It's a fear. It's a fear. It's not a fear. It's not a fear of external homosexuality. It's a fear of internal homosexuality that is yet to be
internal
reckoned with.
gayness.
'Cause that's
There's
really the
there's-
only reason. The only reason I can ever think to imagine being upset at the existence of a gay person is
Well,
if I'm
it's-
gay and I don't want to admit it.
I feel like there's a handful of those people that are absolutely like that 1,000,000,000%.
I feel like
But then
most of
there's
them are like that.
The other no, because when you think about anything else, any other thing they've been indoctrinated to, it's just they're not thinking. They've been told to think this, and now it's like racism and stuff. Like they just been taught to hate people for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
well,
just-
it-
That's
well,
true,
well,
that's true, yeah.
homophobia is a different thing than like, because like,
But it's taught, though. It is.
What I'm saying
homophobia
is-
is like, think of it like this, right?
Yeah.
In the context of like being afraid of somebody from a different race, right? That fear is innate. The fear is innate because of differences, right? You don't understand something, so instead of trying to understand it, you fear
Yeah,
it, right?
like when I see Kingston, I get scared because
Yeah.
he's black.
I
And
know.
when I see
Chris,
when
I
I
get
see
scared
his
because he's small and he probably has a gun. You
Right,
see?
right, yeah.
You
So-
see,
see-
I don't
see-
understand that. I do understand that, in fact. In
Yeah,
fact, if you
you
look
are-
at statistics,
Very cool.
Chris will often kill you more than I would.
All right, well-
But-
well, let's relax, okay? I'm first of all, I'm a YouTuber. We don't kill people.
Yeah, they get killed.
yeah, they
Yeah.
get killed. You die.
Yeah, we just. Oh my
I would
god.
be so mad if we did like a meet and greet and somebody pulled a gun on me. I'd be
You know what's
so
fucked up? You know what's
pissed.
fucked up?
Don't
Last
will that
night,
into existence.
Brother,
Don't will that into
Last
existence. That's a.
night-
That's
I
a
don't know
real fear.
why I thought about
You guys
this.
are fine.
Oh, I know why I thought about this. I know exactly why I thought about this because I was trying to think, why did I have this scenario in my head about getting like someone attempting to blast me at a live thing? It's because for whatever reason, it's like Enter Sandman is like an anthem for people or something. Because I've already done gay Metallica before. I did a little thing. I did the Master of Puppets last year, and it was
You
just
did Enter Gay Man
unanimously.
too, right?
Yeah, so I just posted that, and I had not. It wasn't the majority or even half or anything. It was still a fraction of people, but it was more than any time I've ever seen before of people angry, like hostile. And I was like, but
Yeah,
I did Master of Puppets. I've done bigger songs than that. So I Enter Sandman, and some people were really fucking upset. And so
They're
I
gonna
was
kill
thinking, I
you.
was like, yo, someone's gonna show up and be like, no, you ain't made fun of Metallica and try to shoot me with their,
Did Metallica make From Who the Bell Tolls?
yeah, of
That was
course.
them too, right?
Yeah.
From Whom My Bulge Grows? That's a good one, bro.
Yeah.
He makes my bulge
grow.
grow.
Come marches on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? I look back and I really never thought I liked Metallica at all. And then I realized how many of their songs
They have
I
so much
really
variety.
like.
It's hard to not like
And I'm like,
some of the shit
Jesus
they make.
Christ, I thought I didn't like Metallica at all. And then I hear
I'm
one of their songs,
actually-
and I'm like, oh, that song's
You-
cool. I
you
remember hearing that in
probably-
like this cool movie when I was 7.
Sweeney probably unironically likes more Metallica than I do. Like, I think
Probably, actually.
yeah,
Insane.
yeah. I never really got into Metallica really at all.
To me, like they have too much variety. Like it's fair, there's probably a lot of people that haven't heard a lot of their variety, but
I haven't dived into it, to be fair.
they have like they have some of some like even people that are like, oh, I'm not really into metal or something. They have some like just instrumental, beautiful shit and that shit.
Yeah, like
you know,
Yellow
they-
Submarine.
They're
Yeah.
absolutely metal. They're like what metal is pure at its purest state.
I like Yeah, exactly.
The
Beatles is
Metallica,
actually-
I know their name is Metallica. I get it.
Yeah.
But like for me, what confuses me is that like because I don't know what's the barrier for kinds of music at all. Like it's like
He's still talking. Stop it. Stop it. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, Derek? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was being rude to Derek. I was being rude to Sweeney because he scares me because he's black.
I accepted what I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say. I accepted that we're moving on. I was like, I'm gonna hear what he has to say. Whatever about my thoughts, bro.
So you were gonna say the Beatles. You said something about the Beatles.
Oh, no.
Because I said Yellow Submarine by Metallica.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like, and now I know there's a lot of Gen Z people saying this shit, and I get that Gen Z would talk shit about Beatles, like, but me as someone who's grown up around a lot of people that love the fuck out of them, I can say this, that there isn't one Beatles song that I'm like, oh, I really like this song. I just think that, oh, this song's pretty good. You know, like say, like Come Together, I think is a really cool fucking song.
Come Together's great.
But I don't ever spin that shit. Never there. As a matter of fact, anything that Beatles ever has, it has never been on a playlist. I've never sought it out. I've not, and I'm just like, I just don't. Is it too white? I don't understand.
No, it's just too. It's too like. I think it's just too old and gay and just there's something about it that's.
Is it too white?
It's just too old and gay.
Too white for me. The fucking metalhead.
Just like the vibe.
Metalhead just said, "Is it too white?"
But dude, there's a lot of groove in metal. I think that's like why I like it so much.
I think metal has. I think the difference between like this rock music has emotion, opposed to like I feel like. Not like black folk music, air quote black has soul.
Yeah, well,
that's what this has.
Everything's emotion,
our lead
but
singer died. He's dead.
Oh shit!
I feel really bad about it.
I would have felt worse about it if I didn't kill him.
It was me. I walked up to him and blew his head off his neck.
I literally walked up to him and shot him in the head and handed over Catcher in the Rye and a gun to some random stranger.
And that person took it.
And I was just so
he was just
fucking
starstruck.
I was just
Rito.
Was it Ringo or who was it? Who are we doing?
Ringo,
are we doing
thank
Ringo?
I don't know who this
Paul?
is.
Ringo
Really.
definitely
Ringo.
didn't kill him. Ringo did not kill him.
That would be funny if he did.
Don't
Though. It would be
say
hilarious
that.
if he did.
I drummed him to death.
They thought it was a bullet, but it was me
how did he
playing
do
the
it?
drums till his head had
Did he
holes in
take
it.
the drumsticks and beat him to death, or did he use his head as like sticks?
No, he played the drums at him so hard.
I picked up my sticks and I hit him in the head 50 million times in 1 second.
I played our entire catalog on his face.
and then his brain fell out of his little eyes. It was crazy.
Leaped out of his eyes.
It was absolutely wild.
Ouch! Stop it! Why are you hitting me?
Why are you hitting me?
What's
Starts
going on?
calling Yoko the
And then
N-word.
Yoko's just standing right there, just screeching the entire time.
Doing her, making her sound.
Screeching.
Making her sound.
Screeching with no breaths in between.
She's screeching like fuck, like dying Mario. While John Lennon's head is being drummed at,
being flattened,
at a speed that is fucking inconceivable.
I like when he gets hit, like ooh. Those Mario 64 sound effects are awesome. They're
They
fucking
are
awesome.
That
great,
game is iconic.
Dude, why the fuck hey, Nintendo, listen to me. You need to what? Mario RPG? Are you fucking high? What? Remaster Mario 64? What are you fucking doing?
They'll never remaster that game.
Why?
First of all, it
Why?
already got remastered. First of all, it got remastered already.
Nigga,
It did get remastered.
No, it
did
didn't.
get remastered.
No, it
It got re-released. It got up-resed. It's not
It's
remastered.
probably like some.
No, the one for the 3DS, the DS.
the DS.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of this.
I guess
The DS one is a remaster, technically.
There's
I guess
Very
you're
technically,
not,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. I guess it's just such a limited that's such a limited platform
It
because
just
you can't.
sucks. It's on a DS.
You have to play it on the original Nintendo DS.
Let me look at this.
And
shit.
it's not. It doesn't look. It's not. You know. It's not like a. It's not like a proper modern remaster. It's better.
It's at the time remaster. It's at the
Right,
time.
but like it wasn't that much of a leap.
It does. It looks like shit now. It still looks like
You know
shit.
what's
It looks-
crazy?
It
It
definitely looks
plays
better than
very well
64.
on the-
Clearly, looks better than
It
64
can't
plays
bits.
believe-
very well. It plays very well on the 3DS.
Yeah, it
This
looks a lot
reminds
better
me
than
of the
64
time-
bits. I'll tell you that, but it's not. It's still
This reminds
trash.
me of the time that Mario snuck up to Bowser and shot him in the face while reading Catcher in the Rye.
The idea of Mario putting his knee on Bowser's throat and shooting him with a sawed-off shotgun is crazy.
I watched it happen.
So what do you think? How about? So you think maybe? So I know there's news about Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think
awesome.
maybe they'll bogart it on that because doing some Nintendo shit?
They're never doing remakes.
Why are you
because of the
saying
fact
never?
that they'll never remake that game
Why?
because there's no reason why they would. That wouldn't have been the first thing they would have made.
But like,
There's no reason why they wouldn't have made it already. There's no good reason why.
I kind of agree with that a little bit, but also they're remaking shit that no one's asking for, which is so fucking bizarre to me.
People wanted a Mario RPG. People did one RPG remake. Granted, not us.
There was
Not
enough.
us.
There was not.
There was a lot, dude.
There was
There's
people
a lot.
that there was people that were probably saying, "Oh, that would be cool," and they said it one time to themselves. Like
They
they're
didn't
like,
say it out
oh,
loud.
Yeah,
They
they're
didn't
like, "Oh, that'd
tweet
be
it."
cool if they remade it." Like, so, but obviously they're not going to do it. So why the fuck would I even ask for it? That's what how
wanna
I thought
see-
about a Link. That's why I thought about Link's Awakening. Where I'm like, they would remake a Link to the Past before they did a Link's Awakening or anything. Why the fuck would
I
they
want
do
to
that?
see.
You would
I want to
assume.
see Mario 64 in 4K.
In 4K.
The Switch 2 is gonna
4K?
be. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be a bigger console than. It's gonna have a better battery life, but a bigger console than the Steam Deck.
I
And
want
I'm
to
like,
see.
wow,
I want to
this still
see. I want to
sucks.
see Princess Peach's wet spot at 60 frames.
I want to see Princess Peach's goopy ovulating vagina.
Do you think we're ever gonna get like? Well, how many years until we get a Nintendo machine that's as powerful as like the Xbox Series S
PS4?
or something?
PS4?
The PS4? Yeah, not even. Current gen. Not,
You know
not
what's
even
great? You know
next-
what's crazy? I don't.
What?
It's still not gonna be 60 frames. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's still not gonna be 60.
I just feel like these nerds need to revolt, man. This is despicable what they're doing.
They're totally happy with just playing stuff at 10 frames a second and being like, "Ooh, look at that thing I remember."
Look
It's
at
like
that
they're-
Pokemon in the distance that's flapping at 6 frames per second. Literally, actually, the newest Pokemon game. That's 6 frames per
yeah.
second,
JoJo's
50
playing-
feet away in game.
JoJo's playing Zelda right now on our TV, and
He's playing Zelda.
I looked.
No, Zelda's
at the
fine. I think
no,
Zelda can
I
do
looked
it.
at the TV, and I was like, for a second, I couldn't. When I understood Link, but I was looking at the surroundings. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because like,
Yeah, it's very blurry.
It's so shit. Where it's like, I was just like, oh my god, I forgot what it's like to not. Like, just the resolution is. It was one of those things where I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm playing Dreamcast on a larger. Like back in the day, if your TV was too big, even your Dreamcast looked like shit. Where I was like, oh,
Yeah.
playing in the living room versus playing in my room, and that's how I felt. And I'm like, this is insane.
I wouldn't give Zelda to me worst slave.
I think it doesn't look bad. I think it's stylized enough. It's just dog shit that Nintendo fans.
Do they
are
have
fine
slavery?
with
No,
that.
they're after slavery, right? The Beatles.
Yes, you fucking nuns.
No, but I mean, like, it's Britain, so like, I don't know how. Like, I don't know.
They
like,
stopped
you know,
having slaves way before we did.
No,
dude.
but like, I know officially, but you know what I mean? How I mean
not
they
a
have
fit,
like,
like straight
kept
up,
them.
like
no,
way,
no,
way
you,
before.
You don't understand. But they're rich Britain people. Like, do they have like servants? You know what I mean? Like, did they have servants?
Even by what you're saying, people with that accent definitely did have slaves at that time.
In the 60s?
The way they have you heard the way they speak? They're like fucking bumfuck rich people. They're not
I've
even
got
posh
so many
ones.
slaves. I got too many shits. I've got 1.5 million slaves.
They all live in one.
and a half.
And I have, yeah,
1.5.
They
I don't even know
all
what that
live
means,
inside my dungeon. I have a
They're
huge
all-
dungeon.
maybe like little
That's a
people.
fun. That's such a fun accent to do. I don't know. What is that? Liverpool? What is that?
That's Liverpool. That's
I
South.
like that's old
England.
Liverpool, right?
It's,
Yeah, well,
no,
obviously.
it's still going.
They still talk like that.
Yes,
Really?
they do. Dude, just go hear an interview of Patty Pimblett. Patty Pimblett is a Scouser from there, and basically any Scouser sounds like that, and it sounds fake, right?
I
It's
can't
one of those
imagine
accents
that.
sounds.
I can't imagine that
cartoonish.
accent. Yeah, it does sound like a cartoon. It just reminds me of the Animaniacs. Like I can't imagine that voice being used to talk about like how you guys getting on Fortnite today? You know, like I can't imagine. Like we need some V-Bucks. Like
What's
I can't.
funny is that when they're
imagine
aggressive and they talk like that too, it sounds insane.
Oh, it's great.
Because they sound confused. They're like, oh, I got your mommy and I tie you up to a damn tree and punch her a few times. And I'm like, are you asking me to do it? Or are you threatening you're gonna do it?
Some Jedi mind tricks, dude.
I'm gonna send Lee Harvey. I'm gonna send Lee Harvey Lion after you.
I'm going there in a few months. I
Lee
cannot
Harvey
wait.
Lion. Yeah, that was a good one.
Can't wait.
All right.
Lee Harvey Lion.
Lee Harvey Lion's gonna
a
come
good
and
one.
get you. I've trained him very well.
I'm
He
not
can
gay.
smell fear and dogs.
I'm not gay. I'm feeling trans. Got man's dick in my ass. I'm him, but not for long. My penis is coming
Derek, you're
off.
getting hurt by drinking that.
Wrote-
Stop
he
drinking
wrote
that
in-
poison.
Derek is double strawing yoo-hoos right now, man. It's fucking wild. And he has no shirt, too. It's a sight to be seen.
He's gonna start developing scales while on the live.
yeah. Oh my god, his eyes are gonna turn like fucking yellow, and they're gonna have like the cat shape.
I'm like, is he a witcher?
Yeah, can you? I would
Could you-
totally drink you to turn into a witcher.
Could you?
Absolutely.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, I don't even know if I'd survive. If I would survive, I would. If I survived the ritual, I would do it.
All right, so he
What
wrote
if
that guy
there's a
wrote in
black
the
witcher?
long name that I just wrote
Witcher?
the long name that I just read wrote in. I'm not gonna read it again.
N-word.
He said, "Nutting in a Twinkie" from episode 12, absolute fucking classic. I can't believe it was that long ago.
Yeah, dude.
That is the best joke I think I've ever told in my life, man. I think that
I
is
mean,
like top
That's
four.
a low
of my
bar.
jokes.
I don't-
Come on.
I don't think it's the best joke you've ever told.
Yeah,
That's
that was a
top
good one.
four.
I don't know what your best joke is, but it's certainly not that one. I've heard
Yeah.
better stuff.
I
from
know
you.
you've made me like tear, so I don't remember tearing.
The
from Twinkie.
the coming in the Twinkie and feeding it somebody in the apocalypse is bananas. That is a crazy.
I kind of also
thing.
need to refresh my. I need to like listen to that. I need to listen to that clip.
Dude,
Yeah.
the
You know, what would be
idea of-
helpful to the people that are probably going to reminisce over the stuff in the comments and whatnot. If you know timestamps, like say if you just found those, or if you just came from those clips or something, so you can help some people out and myself out too, of course.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh man, yeah. There's just so many. So what do we have? 36 minutes. Yeah, we got a little bit of time before we can start getting
Yeah,
into
we got about
questions.
5 minutes.
Mexidankus Sanchez wrote in. He says Jordan Peterson saying you godless darkies almost made me crash my car. I don't remember what that's from, but
I remember I was saying that to Sweeney. I think I can't remember why.
you godless darky.
Godless darky. I remember something about that.
That's fucking insane.
I don't. Yeah, damn. I wish I remember the context. But yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of this. I've been reflecting for whatever fucking reason. Maybe I am gonna die soon. Maybe too much yoo-hoo. But I was like, oh, I think we've really slowed down on our impressions. Like the only ones that I really remember as of recent was just Trump. Like Trump's the only one
Yeah.
that's been coming up a lot. I was like, damn. I was like, we kind of haven't really.
I
been hitting
know.
it.
Yeah, you're right. There's not really a lot of impersonatable people like that are currently, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I can't remember the last time somebody was in the news that was like worth impersonating, or like
That's
somebody or even like the YouTube stuff. Like I know Matt Pat just retired.
Oh yeah.
We did talk about that, but even that was like a fake impression of him being a fucking Russian stooge. So I don't know. Trump is fun.
That is crazy.
We just had all of the Beatles.
The Beatles, that was good.
You know? Whatever the fuck. I don't know which one of them sounded like that. I know one of them did, but I don't remember which one.
I feel like they all did. Aren't they all from Liverpool? Or am I?
Yeah, it's just like, hey Ringo, hey John, hey Paul. Like, they're all the same pursuit. Let's make music. It just sounds like fucking. They sound like fucking Wallace and Gromit people to me. Like every time I think of the Beatles, I think of them in claymation.
You think of claymation?
Like they don't feel like real people. Like even John Lennon dying in claymation. That's like what I imagine when
That
I
is
when I
so
imagine him.
bananas for you to say, but
You know what?
You know,
I think I know
wait,
why.
Wait, hold
Go
on,
ahead,
Sweeney.
go ahead.
You don't imagine, like when you think of the assassination of John Lennon, you don't think of it in claymation.
Stop. You're
asking a
hijacking
question.
my memories. You just hijacked my mind.
That's great.
He dies and he does like a little claymation spin and falls over.
Yeah. Why do you think it is, Derek? You said you thought you know why.
Oh, no, I think I just figured out why I don't really care for the Beatles. And it's because I think I heard the Beats before the Beatles. Because I was a big Doug fan. Still am.
Oh, my God.
And the Beats are the shit. The Beats actually got a couple of hits, man. Like Killer Tofu is that's a banger.
Which
I remember Killer Tofu.
Dude.
Yeah.
Now that it's in my brain, I gotta cover it because I've over like the past almost 4 years, like I gotta cover this song, and then But yeah, I think that shit goes harder than fucking anything the Beatles have ever written.
Yeah, I think
I'll fight anybody.
Come together, and happy. Come together is great. I think Happiness is a warm gun. I like, but like Eleanor Rigby's kind of fun, but like I mean that's really it. Like I don't
Yellow
really.
Submarine because I heard it when I was little.
I hate
hate Yellow. I hate Yellow Submarine to the core of my
I heard it
being.
when I
so
was
much.
little. That's why I was very small when I heard it.
We all live in a
suck in a
fucking
yummer
little.
summary.
We all live in a gay little box, a gay little
gay
teeny
little box.
yellow thing.
You live in a gay little box under the water, little gay box underwater that's gonna call in. Is gonna
the Titanic.
Oh no!
Oh no, the submersible.
The Beatles in the Titan submersible would be a wild.
Are you guys feeling a little bit of a change in pressure down here?
Is it just me or am I bleeding out of my eyes and ears at the same time? And
This is crazy.
Like we get to hear they have like a black box transmission or something.
Yeah.
And we got to hear their last moment.
Ringo, which one of you's forgot to charge the controller?
Well, geez, Paul.
And just hear
now
the metal.
Now look what you've done, Paul.
Oh man!
Did they hear the sound of it bending in?
Probably not. It must have been so. That a situation like that is probably so instantaneous. Like they probably really had no idea. Like they probably felt like a little bit of like the pressure change when you're in an airplane, and then just they were gone.
My
like there's
head
no
hurts
way.
a wee bit, and then he's gone.
The guy was
then it's white.
Thanks a lot, Dad. You think that was like the
Whoa, chill. Derek, chill, dude.
Is anybody else a little concerned about the rickety nature of this Titan submersible?
This feels awfully weird,
Calm
don't
down. We'll
Are
be
you sure?
fine.
Are you sure? It seems a little. Is that a Logitech gamepad from 2004?
Logitech gamepad.
Oh my god, USB 1. Fuck.
Dude,
Is that a Logitech gamepad?
This thing has extreme latency. What? They're trying to like.
Extreme latency.
It's probably
Oh
so
my God.
slow, dude. Like, oh, you're trying to like make it go back up, and then it just like takes forever to actually respond.
I feel like the input delay's a little crazy.
I've been trying to.
Fucking-
Did one of you pee on the floor? Why is it wet?
Oh, it's just my brains leaking out of my nose here.
It's just all of me capillaries exploding in unison.
Calmly saying it too as it's happening.
I love the idea of it like slowly imploding, and they're just calmly in that British accent, just like explain. It's like
It looks like our brains are experiencing some right hemorrhaging right now.
You know what I'm also I'm picturing them
I'm rather
being
surprised I can
so
still even
sardine
talk.
packed because Ringo brought
Yeah.
his drum set. He brought his fucking.
Ringo decided to bring a drum set. Ringo, I told you the drum set would cast a little too much weight in the vehicle. And he's just playing the fuck out of it. He's playing the shit out of the drums.
She
Is
loves
that-
me,
is that a s-
yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that. You guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Is
Do you
that a
also see
kraken?
do you also see this steel wall hurtling 5 million miles an hour at our faces?
like there would be any time to even say that.
To say that in sentence.
Yeah, they're just. Oh fuck. Oh,
I love that so much.
Oh god,
Savagely ripped apart, imploded.
it's too good. It's all right. We're really abusing the British here today. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Authentic Shaggy wrote in, a crazy moment came recently when Sween didn't know the word cadaver. Bro literally was in school for medicine. That I gotta be real. That really shocked me.
That is a little weird.
Okay, can I explain myself?
You can try.
I heard that word much later in life than a lot of other people did. I heard cadaver the first time when I was about 20 years old.
Uh-huh.
Okay? That's why I thought the word was so funny, because I never used it. I would just say dead body.
Did you ever date like a goth girl like before 20?
I did it like scene girls, not so many so much goth girls.
I see. All right, that's fair, because like a lot of them are into like like Edgar Allan Poe and stuff like that, and like you know what I mean. Like you'd come across that word naturally.
I've
in that
definitely
environment.
heard the word cadaver before, but I did not know it meant a dead body. I've heard cadaver, I've seen it written out. I just didn't know it meant dead body until like much later in my life.
Do you think there's gonna be anything left of us?
I'm sorry.
Probably not.
Will we turn into just atoms, or will we be some sort of paste?
Oh, great. We're atoms.
We're already dead, Ringo. We've been
late.
dead for at least a few hours now.
Imagine being those. So imagine actually for real. Imagine ghosts are real, right? And there are ghosts. Jesus,
They're
there are
geist.
ghosts.
Goth goes. Good.
Imagine there are ghosts haunting the Titanic, right, from that era of time, and then suddenly, now you have this new group of ghosts haunting the Titanic, and it's just like some fucking guy from 2020 mingling with these people.
What's up, dude?
That's got to be nuts.
What's up, dude?
Sorry.
Pretty lit, man.
Yeah.
Pretty lit, dude. This is fucking sick, dude.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Dude, you're like one of them old ghosts. That's fucking crazy, dude. You're one of them
I've always-
old
I-
ghosts.
that-
Did you used to
that's
beat
what
your
always
wife?
bothered me.
That must have been lit to do that.
That's what always
Legally.
bothered me about ghosts, is that they're always in like Victorian clothing and they're never in like a Slipknot hat or something.
Yeah.
Because
Or like
those
a
are the
Yankee.
ghosts that would haunt you, because those are the unhappy ghosts. The modern ghosts would just be giving gangbangs
I,
like
thi-
that.
I honestly feel
Just
like
raw
modern ghosts
dog
would
and
be.
other female ghosts.
I feel like modern ghosts would be a lot more unhappy.
Let me ask you something though. So are the ghosts that you're picturing, are they translucent, or are they like they just look like us?
Back in my day, they would just be lucent, but yeah, I guess.
yeah, lucid. I guess they're
Yeah, so back in the
translucent.
day, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to go woke, but were the ghosts lucent? Were the ghosts
Yeah,
lucent?
they were. Yeah,
So-
they're translucent. Yeah,
Right,
you can
so
see, you see right through them.
So, and I think we might have talked about this before, but that's the part where we talk about Victorian clothing. I'm just like, why? How are they clothed at all? When you die,
when you
your
die, you
clothes
die with
go-
your clothes you love, brother.
Your clothes are alive and they die too.
To a degree, there's your spirits inhabiting them. The warmth you give your clothes allow them to come with you when you die.
Sure. I mean, thank you, Pastor.
That's unironically the best explanation I've ever heard, and it's still stupid.
The warmth.
Warmth.
The idea.
Warmth.
That is one, like,
Simple.
if I see a translucent, butt-ass naked person, then I know they're a ghost. Then I'm like, that's some ghost shit right there. But then again, I believe in ghost cars.
In my
though.
house, they're paying rent.
You believe in ghost cars?
Yeah, I believe in ghost cars. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, why wouldn't there be? If there are ghost trains and ghost ships, why the fuck wouldn't there be ghost cars?
Because ghost cars require maintenance in a way that trains don't.
That's insane. That is verbally one of the most insane things.
That's true.
I almost just quit the podcast.
That's true. You don't have to maintain a train, really. You have to maintain the tracks.
You have to maintain a train so much more than you understand. That's
not
so
true.
insane.
That's not true. You put a train together and you leave it for 10 years, and then you maybe put a new chair in. You know.
I want them to do that for real. I want them to not maintain trains at all for like a month.
Yeah, so
and see how many people
everything
die.
falls. Everything gets. There are 50 train. Do you remember that train derailment in like fucking Pennsylvania or whatever, or like Ohio or something?
And let the chemicals out.
Yeah.
What was that
That
place
definitely
called?
was a zombie plague. That definitely was a zombie
That
plague
place
that
called, like-
happened.
there was that
they
place called, like,
just dealt with.
Palestine.
Yeah, it was called Palestine. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Palestine. Palestine
like-
can't get. Man, Palestinians can't get a break no matter where
exactly
they are. Man.
I was like, dude,
That's really
there's got-
crazy.
Some conspiracy theorists are probably going nuts. They're like,
Oh yeah, dude.
What happened
we
is
saw
what
what's
happened
coming.
is- What happened is this, right?
They bombed the wrong Palestine. That's crazy.
There was some sort of zombie contagion. They covered it up because they dealt with the problem, but there was some sort of plague zombie contagion that came out, and they had to deal with it right there. Think about it. Could you imagine if that really happens? Like, you're in a place where they have this chemical that falls out, and then you really have to deal with, like, undead creatures. You have to kill your way through them, and then the government's like, you can't talk about this. And it's like, are you serious?
Well, they won't say that. They'll just kill you. They'll just kill you.
They're gonna go to a therapist. No, they're gonna keep it because if you're really good at killing them, they'll be like, "Yo, you're kind of that boy.
Yeah,
we need you around."
Yeah, you can't go home though. You can't go home, but they will keep you.
You can't tell anyone about this either. You gotta just
you gotta
stay in your cell.
They will. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, stay in your cell. You can keep the weapons you used to kill them with. We'll definitely feed you and clothe you.
For some reason, though, they feed you like shit. They treat you like a POW for some reason.
They don't need to at all.
for no reason at all. They give you one piece of bread a day.
Did we talk about?
I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, you didn't actually. You just survived.
This is just protocol down here. We never fixed it.
We gonna come down here and sexually assault you in like 20 minutes. So just let you know.
Did we talk about? Did we talk about? Did we talk about Stephen Hawking on the island?
Absolutely,
we did, right?
A little bit.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we got to it.
That
Chris,
was.
Did you see the thing? Wait, sorry to interrupt you. Did you see the thing where it's Chief punching the prophet of truth?
Oh yeah,
and it's the little kids attacking Stephen Hawking on the island.
There's a level in Halo 2 where like you have to where you kill one of the guys in the floating chairs by like punching him, and somebody was like the kids attacking Stephen Hawking on the island. It gave me a chuckle. It is so funny how it's strange. Like, I'm a big Halo fan, obviously, as is evident by like literally everything in frame of my camera.
Yeah,
but like it kind of shocks me how relevant in meme culture like that game still is every like so often. Like those specifically those games. Like, I did not expect to see a Halo 2 meme about fucking Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island with that much engagement. You know what I mean? It's weird. Like, as popular as it always was, I always felt like it was still kind of like, I don't know, kind of separate. I don't know. It's weird. Strange.
Yeah. It's some things just may remain relevant. It's like, think of SpongeBob.
That's true.
SpongeBob is comedically relevant. SpongeBob is relevant if you really think about it, there is always a moment where SpongeBob on meme can be brought up. That show is insane for that.
It really bothers me that we haven't figured out that the secret to peace in the Middle East is simply like just get SpongeBob to broker a peace agreement. If we could get SpongeBob to go up there and he goes like, "Da! Let's stop murdering."
I feel like Patrick could become a jihadist real easily. It's done. I feel like Patrick could become a jihadist real easily.
SpongeBob has a point.
Like, you bring Patrick, like Patrick would come back. You'd leave Patrick for 10 minutes. He'd come back. He'd have a turban on. And he'd have a fucking He'd be like,
I think he could get to the bottom of it. I think the Jews would be like, "Oh well, he seems so nice and so friendly."
He sort of sounds like us, doesn't he?
I feel like he would be. Well, I feel like the IDW would use Patrick as like, he's a patsy kind of a thing.
Right.
Whereas they dress him up. They make him like the most obviously cartoonish terrorist ever. But Patrick thinks he's doing the right thing, though. You know, like, hey, go save all those people in the hospital. But then, he has no idea that there's a bomb in his ass or something. And then, what happens after that? And then shit pops off. And then SpongeBob's trying to change things. Squidward's hostage. He's upset. He's upset.
You ever see that image of it's like SpongeBob standing outside his house and it's like exploded, and he goes, "I said I'm home with the hummus."
Oh my god.
So that stupid.
Insane.
It's so dumb.
Crazy.
That
is like not okay almost. That's like,
yeah, I know.
I mean, it's still funny.
Well, you know what? It's more okay than blowing up random hospitals.
It is very much okay.
I'm okay with saying it.
2,000-pound bombs that are decimated places and stuff, but we don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't need to get into. We don't need to get into
the IDF.
Honey's funny.
Ethnic cleansing.
But Patrick, don't you know what they're doing?
I don't care.
I don't care. Watch this, SpongeBob.
They gave me a drone.
He's fucking pissed.
We went to a beach, SpongeBob. It was so fun.
Patrick, that's white phosphorus, Patrick.
Oh,
All right, we gotta move on. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy.
No, this is Patrick.
No.
This is white phosphorus. No, this is Patrick.
This is Patrick.
That's so great.
Whoa, a new laugh. It's like a police siren.
Oh man.
I don't have an opinion on the matter.
I really just like to go back to Bikini Bottom.
I just want to be left alone and play my clarinet and come
and Mr.
inside
Krabs
it
is
and
being
blow
bought out
clarinet bubbles. That's all I want to do. Leave me free to come in my clarinet and play little cum bubbles. Leave me alone, SpongeBob.
This song's called "Come" in E minor.
Well, I don't know. As long as they sell me Krabby Patties, I don't mind what Red does. I don't care what Israeli does.
He goes like, this song's called "Come" in A minor, and then SpongeBob calls the police.
It's Come in A minor.
Come in A with that is
so
fucking
fucked.
excellent. That is an excellent joke right there.
There's no way that joke hasn't been done. That's such an obvious. That must be
Oh yeah, it exists.
I don't
it
think
exists.
so.
Yeah.
It definitely
I don't think
exists.
so.
in A minor is too obvious of a setup for it to not have been used.
It is too obvious, but also I feel like
I've never heard it before, but I'm sure like it can't not
I know
be
what
real.
you mean, but for some reason I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where you're shocked that it hasn't been made because it happens every once in a while.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Cigarette Gay Dreams wrote in. He says second episode. This is just like something that they appreciate. The second episode a week on top of the extra ammo was a blessing I was not ready for. Insane value. Glad to be a patron. Hell yeah, dude. That's what this is why we do it, man. We do it for the value for our homeless listeners out there. You know, we like to give you something that's worth your dollar.
That's right, baby.
And that's right, baby. Yeah. Racist Walt Jr. is obviously up there. Certified Clip Burper
great.
wrote in about that one. That's a classic one.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I remember calling Sween 3/5. I remember like saying something like, "You're one to talk 3/5." I remember that. That was
I'm more than 3/5, bro.
I mean,
my
Walt
personal
Jr.
favorite
doesn't
Walt.
think so.
My personal favorite Walt Jr. moment from the show is
I know what it is.
You know what it is. It's him not really understanding gender confusion and being like, how do you not know what you are? You're it.
That is so disrespectful
You're
and disarming of a person, dude.
It's just
You know what?
I remember
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
cracking myself up with that, which is very rare. But what were you saying? What were you gonna say?
No,
Derek?
it just to that show, Good Doctor or The Good Doctor, whatever it's called.
Oh
I
yeah.
saw that clip you posted yesterday.
Basically, that Walt Jr. is that guy. Like that guy is Walt because I saw that clip that I can't believe I've never seen it before. I've never.
Did you see the one where he's like, I don't know if he's like doing surgery or what, or he's like just nurse. He's like checking in on a patient, and she's like Palestinian or like
Yeah,
Middle
that's
Eastern or
exactly,
something.
I just shared that.
Dude. That is a crazy fucking scene where he's like, "You are a terrorist statistically," and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck is
And I'm
happening?
like-
this is the protagonist."
He's socially retarded, dude.
No, but that's
Bro,
not. That's
like
not an excuse.
super.
Like
Like
being
super.
being autistic is not an excuse for being an extreme bigot. That's what's so insane.
I don't think he's being extremely bigoted because he's not being he's being prejudiced towards her, but he's not being mean spirited towards her.
What
It's just what the
in
information
God's name
gave.
is
Like
happening?
obviously, like guys, yes, the scene is insane because someone wrote that 110%. But clearly, this is just a person that he probably can't. If you change the code to a bathroom, you'll probably have the wildest meltdown of his life. You know, this guy is autistic to
Here's
the
the thing.
maximum
Here's
degree.
the thing. And look at there. I'm sure there are people like that are that severely autistic. The thing is, they can't work with people. That's the thing that, like, why this show seems so insane. Oh my god.
You all
Wait,
right?
are you that guy from Pan's Labyrinth? What are you doing? Are you that fucking? You that fucking? Oh, dude, that guy was also in fucking.
Would I have to do this?
That guy was.
Because your real eyes don't help you. You need your glasses.
Wasn't that guy also in Hellboy 2?
There was someone
Pan?
like him. There was someone like him.
It wasn't
Pan's-
the exact guy, but it was like.
It was probably Del
basically
Toro.
him.
It might have been the same guy actually, because it was Del
It was-
Toro.
No, there was
pop-
something loosely based on it, I think, or like very similar.
It-
Like they might have used the basis of the costume to build something else, but like I think
Maybe a creature of the same race. I don't know what the hell you would call
Derek,
him.
you disappeared from me.
Did I?
Yeah.
whatever. Nobody. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure I'm good on my end.
yeah, I see him still.
Okay.
What the fuck just happened?
Uh-oh.
Are you fucking everything up again?
I'm not touching anything.
So he doesn't fucking get
Well, it's kind
sniped.
of warm all of a sudden. Could you
sniped by-
imagine it just gets blanks out? It's kind of warm all of a sudden, and then a nuke just gone.
That'd be crazy because like you would probably see the rumble in fucking Chris's his like if the nuke wouldn't reach you, but you would still see the in your fucking camera and him just wiped out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Wow, it feels kind of funny in here. I feel very radiated, like I have the wrong atomic mass and I die.
dude, people are going in on you about you not refusing to get some drapes. Just like
they could drape my cock down their throats. What they fucking do?
Okay.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, I knew that exact. Yeah.
It's
Like, how is he going to use drape in the retaliation?
Yeah. I should have said blinds because I wonder how we would have did that one.
You could blindfold themselves with my cock over their eyes.
It's such a lovely day here in Hiroshima.
I really hope nothing bad happens.
What's that in the sky there?
Doesn't it remind you a bit of a fat man?
It looks a little bit like a fat man from this angle.
Yeah, and a thin boy, would you say?
Thin boy.
and then
fat man and thin boy.
and then
Well, I can't help but notice that flash is pretty bright. And I don't
do
think.
you feel your skin running off your body in a weird way?
Do you
As
also
if it's
feel?
being melted?
my
Do you
clothes are
also
grafted to
feel
my
your-
skin.
Do you also feel your bone marrow boiling? It's a little weird.
Because what happens?
Yeah,
It
I
hits,
love the
it
idea.
hits first, right?
I'm really enamored with the idea of the Beatles talking so slowly that they ostensibly have super speed. Like they're
Yeah.
able to have conversations like this in the middle of like instantaneous disasters.
They're talking so fast that it's like, you know, they're it's like I don't know if you've seen when Fry drank so much coffee. That
Oh,
he was
yeah.
basically he was going super speed. He was basically the Flash. And so like these motherfuckers are just like some reason they're going so slow. So this has nothing to do with science, right? They're talking so incredibly slow that they actually are talking incredibly fast. They crossed over.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love
that's-
that.
That's pretty cool that the Beatles figured out how to do that, and that's canon.
Just instantaneous, just instant disasters, like commentated on in depth by the Beatles.
By the Beatles.
That's
and then-
that's a show.
When they finally acknowledged their demise, they just let out the weakest yelp. Like, so they're getting fucking like someone. For some reason, they ended up in Guantanamo Bay and they're getting tortured, and they're just like, after all the torture's finally over, just one little.
That reminds you that, you know that reminds me of that Shane Gillis bit where he impersonates Trump getting shot, and
Trump getting
he goes,
because it totally would be funny. He would.
yeah,
The sounds he makes already. Like, he would be hilarious as fuck.
real gun.
Did you guys see him get that speech? I could read that teleprompter all day long. And Biden, like, dude, it's so infuriating that he, like, why can't he just be I hate Trump in large part because he robbed us of a future of just having him be just a good comic presence. Like, it's so sad.
I don't
that
think
he can
he's that
only.
funny, but
you're
I
crazy. You are
I
crazy.
really, I really don't. I think
he's
us
not-
impersonating him is
he's
funny.
not funny.
I don't think you think that.
I might not. I just don't. In my heart of hearts, I really don't think he's funny. I don't know. I think
I could read
us
that
impersonating
teleprompter
him
all
is
day
funny.
long.
He's not, but see, the thing is, he's not funny. It's the stuff that he does he's not. He's funny. It's basically we're laughing at him, kind of a thing, by just him existing. He does shit like. Did you hear that? He was reading, and I don't remember if I brought this up in one of the last episodes where Joe Rogan thought that he was like, "Oh, did you hear Biden said this about the airports and shit, blah blah blah?" And they found out that it was actually Trump that said it. But like listening to Trump actually talk about like, oh, they blew up the airports or whatever the fuck, the way he's reading the teleprompter, you can tell that he's not 100% sure what he's reading, but he's just trying to put a little flair on it, and it's so funny listening to him talk because he's like, "Yeah, they blew up the airports." And I'm like, why is he doing that? Like, it's like stretching. I feel, like spit, like say you took a bite of something and then spit is kind of dribbling from it. That's what his like speech sounds like.
Yeah.
And
he gave that speech recently though, where he was like, he impersonated Biden. He was like, Biden, he walks up to somebody asked him a question about vanilla ice cream or something, and he goes, "The economy's good. Thank you for asking the question." And then he walks into a wall. And it's like, this is crazy that this is a person that is running for president. It's so
I guess I don't know.
It's
man.
insane.
I think my brain is just like, this guy's really doomed American politics. So I don't think I can't say I think he's funny, but I just don't.
You just
I don't know why.
haven't transcended to the level of the comedian from Watchmen. That's all.
I think that's it, man. I think that's my brain is like, oh, this guy, dude,
you just gotta get there.
The people that were gonna get after him, dog. Like in 10 years, the people that are gonna be running for president because of him becoming the president is gonna be the kind of be like, we should probably move.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that kind of jury. We should probably leave America.
I understand what you're saying.
And I think
totally
that's
get it.
why I can't think he's
I
funny.
think The Rock's gonna run and he's gonna like offset everything. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I don't think the Rock. I think the Rock has said multiple times he doesn't think he should become president. But you never know. We'll see how
he's actually.
I mean, Trump said that too. To be fair,
yeah, he's recently talked about it. Dude, Trump became president simply because. Oh, this is funny. I think you guys know Obama baited him essentially.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then he ran because of that. And it sounds silly, but something that happened recently in the UFC, Israel Adesanya baited one of his old arch nemesis, like his old rivals. He basically talked shit saying, oh, he's probably in some bar, drunk and which was true. Like, oh, I beat that guy once way back in the day. So he came to the UFC, beat Israel Adesanya, and became champion in 2 divisions that barely anybody has ever done. Just like doing incredible shit just because one person said some fuck shit to him.
The fact that he beat Izzy broke my heart. I was like, come on, Israel.
Yeah,
No.
Israel seems a little. He was fighting way too much, dude. He was broken and tired. So I'll give him a pass. He let Sean Strickland beat him. But let's get back to the shit.
Let's run through
Also,
a couple more.
Way more than someone should be fighting in 1 year, 100%, like 4, 5, 6 fights.
Let's run through a couple more of these, and then we'll move on to some questions.
Yeah, we'll have sex with the questions. Yeah.
Little Dish Rag wrote in, this isn't specific moments, but we need a compilation of every single one of Sween's different laughs. Yeah, we had a new one today, literally. So
That's a
bro.
good idea. That's good. That's
You'll
good.
never,
We're not
you'll
running
never.
out.
I only have one laugh, bro.
Yeah,
Imagine
okay.
they get a compilation of different periods of time and they're all the same laugh. You'd be like, no, I
It's
lived
not.
through that laugh. It wasn't that laugh. I lived through it. And you're like, nah, man.
There's
Always
video.
been the same laugh. You guys are just crazy people.
You're trying
Yeah.
to gaslight us, bro.
I've been
that's one of 'em.
I've been lighting and gassing my whole life, man.
pouring hot sauce into Derek's gaped rectum wrote in. He says, I don't think this is from 2023, but Derek's microwave baby story is a classic.
That shit got me.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. My friend who was in the just for new listeners, my friend was in the Army, and if you've seen, let's just put it this way, if you've seen any of the horrific photos or videos of things that are going on in Gaza right now, it was basically one of those things where he casually told me how like he found a cooked baby in the microwave.
So think about the word cooked baby. The way that you say it is so fucking insane.
Because it's like one of those things where you have to, because you can't just say you found a baby in the microwave because it may be implied that it was nuked, but not necessarily. I have to emphasize that some motherfucker turned that shit on and cooked a baby. Like, it's fucked up. And then fucking
What are you fucking with? Stop.
it's horror. But look at, man,
You're giving me a migraine. You're giving me a
that
migraine with
shit's
this.
horrible. But I just saw something the other day. Like, I mean, like, it's just one of those things, man. Like, I saw a kid picking up the remains of one of his family member, and I'm just like, I'm done. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with Gaza.
Twitter's live leak now. It
Like,
sucks. It's like really annoying.
I will say though, it's
not funny.
I think everybody needs to see one of those things, just one. Like, you don't have to keep looking at it, but you need to at least know that shit like that is going on every fucking day.
You guys should look up that video of the giraffe eating the baby.
Wait, what? That's
Let's
real?
Let's move on.
That's real?
We can bang if you want.
We come back.
Dude, they're the apex predators, man. They're the apex predators.
Yeah, they're apex predators, dude.
His long
I
ass
saw-
tongue over the baby's neck and swallows it whole.
Dude, I saw a giraffe swing its head at a plane and knock it out of the sky.
Could you imagine seeing that? Like, you're in the middle of NYC and a giraffe like breaks free, goes onto the flight deck, blade spirals out, blows up.
Oh, say, is that a giraffe?
Look like it's getting mighty close to our
I
plane.
feel like a giraffe hit our plane.
Well, we're spiraling out of control.
I
As
couldn't.
the
We're
oxygen mask
spiraling
come
out
down.
of control.
Yeah, they're literally crashing. It's like
We're
I believe we
falling
crashed.
pretty fast into this mountain. I couldn't help but notice.
I think we hit the floor already. Something's wrong here. I can't feel any of my body. Oh, I'm dead.
Ringo, are all of your bones dislocated as well?
Ringo's jamming out in the back.
all right. We can bang if you want to. You can piss in my bed. Wrote in. He says Dennis Prager's Gabies TM. I don't remember this.
Baby.
Finally, one that I don't remember either.
Dennis
remember
Prager.
this one.
I remember that this
So
was funny.
gay
I just don't
babies,
remember
I
what it was.
guess?
I guess so.
If you drown a baby, it will die.
It will. The baby fucking dies, dude. It's great. There was a person that I know that does not know about the realm of YouTube poop that recited that to me. I forgot where I was, but I was like, oh, that shit. Like, that's when you know that shit is like transcended the weird side of the internet. Where I was like,
The baby fucking dies.
Yo,
such
props.
a good.
God, I fucking love that shit, dude.
Such a good YouTuber. That might be, I think, honestly, my favorite YouTube poop. I think
It's fantastic.
I think about it easily at least like 3 times a month. The baby fucking dies. But pouring hot sauce on a dark skin. Oh, he wrote my favorite 2023 moment is Sween's consistent inability to look at what he types. Case in point being this thread being named episode 300 instead of 200. That was me. I want to be full on like just Sweeney.
I want to like. Okay,
I wanted to
whatever.
bring this. I wanted to bring this up specifically because that's not fair, but it also is very fair because Sweeney misspells literally everything else.
Yeah, that's
So
definitely true.
It's a valid criticism, but you chose the one time where it was my fault.
Right.
I thought that was very funny.
Usually you can fake left on me and get past me, but this time you fake left and I tripped you, kicked you in your teeth, and you
Yeah.
fell down and cried. Then I busted a
don't-
fat one on your head and knocked you unconscious with my nut.
pouring hot sauce into Derek's gaped rectum. Don't gamble anytime soon because the odds of that were crazy. The odds of that are wild.
The idea of somebody getting knocked down on their stomach and they're trying to crawl away, and then you come on the back of the head and it hits them hard if they slam their face on the ground and get knocked out.
Yeah.
That's fucked because you tripped them, you kicked them in the teeth, then you came on them and knocked them out. That's
And it's like, yo, what
that's
the
brutal.
fuck?
That's brutal.
Oh man.
It's like, yo, it is a bruise, a big old welt on the back of his head, bright red.
Oh yeah, dude. The Ford F1, the gay F-150.
Oh, the Ford. That shit is. I would say that's probably my favorite, only because when JoJo and I are driving, that's just because you always see the Ford F-150s in the wild, and they're always just some fucking supreme douchebags driving too fast, and so immediately our mind's like he's on his way to go suck some penis. Like he can't wait. Like he's so impatient that he's like causing people to nearly crash.
What makes it crazy is that I felt like that should have existed before us, but it didn't. I think we birthed
It is weird. I do think I do. I don't know, man.
Maybe
I haven't
you
looked
did.
into it. I haven't looked deeply into it, but I did notice that was not really, because that was kind of an out of nowhere joke. Like
That was a joke I made in the house to Chris.
Yeah, you guys were
We made that
streaming or
joke-
something,
we-
weren't you, or
A
something?
little bit beforehand. Yeah.
Okay.
We did make that joke years ago, and then we made it on the podcast, and then we started. I saw it on TikTok a couple times where it's just like the hot steam of a gay. Gaping ass in a
something.
Ford F. You know, so I'm like, oh, interesting.
Unless we might have saw it subconsciously somewhere else.
I don't think
It's
so.
hard
Why
to
we started
determine,
doing
man.
it?
It's hard to determine. It's one of those things that, but I wouldn't be surprised. It's like that gay rock shit, for example. Everybody's been doing gay parodies and stuff like that since we were kids and shit. But that there were so many versions of that when mine went off. And so I think like sometimes you just need that little spark, right? And then it's open season on like something that's really fun. As a matter of fact,
Open
this
season.
Metallica one's starting to pick up some fucking steam.
From whom the balls grow.
Shouldn't it be balls? Your balls
From
grow.
whom my balls grow. He's fucking him, all the cum's coming to his balls. His balls are getting round and full.
Cock marches on.
There's a couple. There's a couple of
4,500
these.
likes on it right now. It's picking up some steam right
the
now.
knees grows.
There's a couple of these that I really did genuinely.
Oh, spit them out,
Genuinely
man. Hell
forget
yeah, I want
about.
to hear about
So
this shit.
definitely Stephanie wrote it. It's like, I'm gonna enroll you. It's like, this is quote. I'm gonna enroll you in archery so I can have an excuse to cut your tits off, Peg. That entire conversation was
That
gold.
Al
I think.
Bundy one was wild.
That was
bro.
great.
That was a
I can
wild
smell my dick
one.
underwater after I fuck you, Peg.
That's out of pocket award for sure. Like that.
Yeah.
The rankest pussy. My wife has the rankest pussy ever, bro.
Like that.
Wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Yeah, that's. You're never gonna forget that. That smell will be deeply forever embedded in
You
you.
put your dick underwater, you're submerged.
You're still gagging.
That kind of thing. That kind of thing will ruin otherwise. That kind of thing will ruin otherwise. Like, that's why I try to never judge. Whenever there's like a relationship that doesn't work and everybody's like, oh well, you remember like how when Sniper Wolf got cheated on by that fat guy, and everybody was like, oh man, how did he fumble that? And it's like, man, I mean, he's a cheater, so like that's a problem. But
Sure, absolutely.
there's a possibility that there's some odor there that was just impossible to look
For
past.
me, relationships,
Like, it's possible.
in general, I just don't pay attention because I don't know people in a relationship sense, you know. Mm-hmm. Like I know
Well,
people.
of course, yeah. I'm joking. This isn't.
What makes it funny?
You take
is that,
obvious.
No. What makes it funny is that
All right.
that
what,
guy
what,
bagged
what makes
her.
it funny?
All right,
That guy
Dr.
bagged
Kingston.
her, then cheated on her with another attractive woman.
Damn. Yeah.
He tossed her aside. He was like, this is the old model. I'm finna run through this. And he did. I'm like, dang, King Alert. I mean, nothing.
Hey, if you do want to be real though, man, you brought it to the real. Every motherfucker, everyone, wash yourself, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Please sanitize it. Like, there's too many people who don't really don't understand like how important that shit is, just on a base human level. It's like, you can't fathom how easy it is to just to cut you out of people. Like, you can so easily be cut out of your people's lives.
Yeah.
if you are that person. Like, I have never cut ties with, I've cut ties with people because they just fucking smell horrible, like, straight up.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm not being around you.
Also, nerds in general, just clean yourselves up, guys.
There's
Nerds.
some people that I know who smell horrible that I have no choice but to stay friends with. You know, and it's just like it is what it is.
Yeah, I've met some people
but like
that
I keep a distance.
they don't. I met some people that don't. They use deodorant, not antiperspirant.
Oh my god!
So and I'm like,
God.
it doesn't.
Problem. You gotta find a 1-2 combo.
Are you 10 years old? Like, it doesn't like you are a
dude,
full-grown
just the-
adult. You need antiperspirant.
Dude, just the amount of people who are like who don't wash their legs
yeah, that's a weird one.
in the shower.
That's
where
a
like
weird
they're
one.
just like, what do you mean the water does it as it's as it's fallen off?
Somebody
What do you
sent
mean? What
me
do
a-
you mean?
Someone sent
What do
me
you
a
mean?
video of I don't know. There are these nerds
What do you guys
that
wait? What do you mean? Don't wash
there's
your leg?
people that
Like,
don't scrub. They don't wash their legs. They'll wash their upper body, But
and then they let the soap and water like kind of
cascade down their
cascade
body,
down, and that's like enough.
What?
There's a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of people that are like, no, that's it's fine. And I'm like, then what's the point of? It's one of those things where, look, if you're in a camping environment or if you're in a like where you don't have access to running water, yeah, you can get the wipes and then you wash, the pits, your genitals, your ass, right? You get those areas, and then that's because you don't have running water, obviously. But when there's running water, you can wash your entire body. You can just go over it real quick.
It's crazy, man.
You can bend down or
that
lift
blew my
up your
fucking mind, really.
It's
like truly, like
radio stations. Somebody sent me they was showing a thing of. It was almost like an argument to not do it because some people are saying, well, your legs still get pretty clean for the most part. Here's a study of people doing it. Unwashed legs versus washed legs in the shower, and then they inspected like the bacteria on them.
It doesn't matter. It's
and
not
I'm
about.
Like, people forget about skin buildup. They forget about the dead skin buildup. That's the biggest thing that people forget about. Like where they're like, oh, I just washed myself with my hands. They use a bar of soap, and I'm like, yeah, see, that's okay, but then the skin buildup, you're not going to get the skin off, so you want to exfoliate. You want to either have something, a loofah, something that'll give you a little bit of a scrub.
How often do you replace that thing? Because I feel like I'm overboard with it. I do like every 2 weeks.
I don't do it that much.
You're supposed to do it every 2 weeks. Are you supposed to do it?
I don't do it that much. I actually have I feel like a weirdo, but these things work so much better than loofahs. They're gloves. They're like
I've seen those.
It's way better, but I also feel like a freak wearing them because it's like
it is insane to wear. Wearing a glove in the shower,
got gloves on, and you look like a fucking mime of some sort.
It feels weird, but like I'm so like, dude. Here's the thing.
I've thought about that. I've thought about like I looked at it. I was like, that's a good idea actually. And
it's a great idea.
I haven't.
Let me tell you something where my mind's been blown the most. Where I figured out that like I'm not washing my balls good enough. Because like here's the thing, the loofah, you're scared. You don't want to hit your balls on accident.
No, you're scared.
Check this out.
I've broken my balls already. My balls are steel. I can't hurt them anymore.
I still hurt mine.
My testicle skin is flexible adamantium.
This is breakthrough shit right here. But no, bro, like that glove thing. Like like say you scratch your nut, like you pinch them. A lot of people pinch their nuts when they scratch them. When you wash your nuts like that, that's the way to wash them. That's actually
fidget with them. You have to really fidget with them.
Because when I didn't like using a loofah to wash there because it just, I don't know, there's something that's felt weird and unbalanced about it. So I would usually like intervene with other things. But these gloves are revolutionary, and you can wash them. You can wash the gloves, so you don't have to throw them away.
I use iron. I use cast. I use steel wool, bro. Whole body steel wool. Clean my whole body,
bro. I got a pedicure for the first time. JoJo was like, "Hey, let's go," and they use this little sponge that fucking felt like that. So like they use it to scrape on the bottom, but they do the top first, and I'm like. It almost felt like getting a tattoo. I was like,
what's crazy? Because I have from being a young person that played sports, my feet suck. My feet are terrible. They're like mostly stone.
Demon feet.
So what happened? I have slave feet. It's whatever. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. I understand what I have. Lily forced me to go get my fucking toes done once. Yeah. And for me, I didn't want to do it because I don't want to put any person through that. I don't want someone to have to do that. That is why I didn't want to go. And Lily was like, you gotta go. We went there, and this person put my feet in boiling hot water. Luckily, my feet are mostly callous. So I knew it was hot because of the fact that I could feel it. I was like, the fact that I can feel this means most. And that person was doing my toes. There were sparks like a few times when they were doing whatever they were doing to me. And I'm like, why would I gave the person a big tip? I was like, you deserve better than to have to deal with what just happened.
Did it feel good though? Did you like the results?
I didn't really feel it because my feet are fucking almost entirely stoned. Even the top, my feet are fucking calloused and shit, dude.
Well,
if I shot myself in my foot, the bullet wouldn't go through my foot.
All right,
that's impressive.
It would dent in, but it wouldn't go through.
Chasen. Oh my god, that's right. I forgot. You dare humiliate me?
Oh, That fucking guy.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
He was way too big to making threats like that, dude. Because he was like a fucking like a middle schooler, way bigger than the teacher. It was like, yo,
You dare you believe it? Chase and Tarbert is your bits about Matthew Broderick hunting over people in character as Inspector Gadget, and Gordon Ramsay blowing off his own head to motivate a cook.
I love
both from the. I forgot
thought
about
that last night because I've been watching Bar Rescue with the host is named John Taffer, and he's like a loudmouth like freak like Gordon Ramsay, and essentially I had a very same scenario with that where it's instead of blowing his head off, he put TNT in the bar and blows everybody up, including himself. Just being so upset with the whole situation. It's such a great show. It's a great show, but it reminded me of. I was just thinking about the Gordon Ramsay blowing his head off, and I was like, that was funny. That was funny as fuck.
And then the last one. There's a bunch. There's so many. There's actually we had a great year with with a lot of these.
I'll shock on a couple of them. We don't need to comment on them. Just comment.
Yeah. I mean, Pee Wee Herman comes up a lot. I scrolled through a bunch of them. The homeless audience, the fucking Marge and Homer Simpson burping on my clit thing.
Yes.
Classic.
Incel Walt Jr., a lot of Walt Jr.'s. A lot of Pizza Time. Pizza Time's a classic,
Gordon Ramsay
obviously.
blowing his head up is crazy.
That's fucking go.
We're good. We got, but the last one that I really.
this bar to become better?
The last one. The last one. I gotta listen to that again. I totally forgot what that. I know that it's from the same Inspector Gadget episode. I just don't remember like what the fuck that entire thing was. But Nozomi wrote in last one.
Nozomi.
In this episode 183, they're putting timestamps in. She put a timestamp in, or not timestamp. Oh no, there isn't. Why don't you just shit up your own back?
I think about that every once in a while. That's so funny.
I like the idea that the person
so
that
upset.
did it, though he made up, he shat up his back so hard that he has a stripe. It's like a fucking. It's like an inverse fucking.
It's like the Avatar.
It's like Aang. It scarred his back because he shat up it so hard, dude.
Wasn't that you though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the.
Shut up my back so hard it scarred.
What was you needed to go, right? Or you were like wanted to get some food, and being impatient, you just shat up your bat for sustenance, right? Was that it? I think
that's what it is. You shat up your own back, up your hat, down your hat into your own mouth so you could eat. Fucking so fucking hate this.
That is so subhuman, dude.
It is so vile in like
exactly.
That was the Spider-Man. That was the Spider-Man argument too. That was like
was
I think 183. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 183 257.50. 257.50 is where it is.
Like yeah, that, bro.
So you guys can tune into it. I totally forgot about that.
And of course, at the end of the podcast too.
He was at the very end, and you were like, "I gotta go."
Oh man, the end.
You gotta like that. You shitting yourself like that, buddy? God damn.
It's kind of impressive to be able to aim like that, though, too. You just know that's gonna happen. That's the outcome.
Marring your fucking body. Your.
Oh man, we've had a good show.
Yeah.
What are we feeling? You want to do like maybe like 2 or 3 questions?
Yeah, give him a few.
Just a handful.
Yeah,
and then we'll.
Yeah. We'll hit up a couple.
This was obviously a reminiscing episode. Still audience participation. You guys still participated.
Yeah.
We're still getting you.
Appreciate
Don't
you,
worry,
niggas.
All right. Well.
Hey, you said the N-word on Twitter.
Yeah, I did.
Me?
Because you're contaminated. I had to say the N-word. I couldn't use any other word but that.
Gay Jita, Prince of all Gayans, wrote in. He says, "Hey there, my snarky gays. Which Ninja Turtle do you think has the biggest cock?"
Definitely
Donatello.
Donnie because Donnie because he's tampered with it.
Yeah, exactly. He figured out how to grow his penis.
I feel like
Roth has got the smallest.
Yeah. I feel like
fucking angry.
I feel like my instinct is that they're all like. One of them clearly has the biggest one, but like it's still really like unimpressive because it's still a turtle. You know, like they're arguing over. It's like mine's biggest, and it's like a molecule.
No, turtles based on their size have pretty big wee-wees, man.
Yeah, but they're mutant turtles.
That's true. So they probably have mutant cocks.
Maybe. How do you know? It could be like the Elephant Man, where like the genitals are completely untouched.
Well, damn, that would suck.
That's true. He had elephantitis in every part of his body except his pee-pee and that's not even a joke. It's real.
He got an elephantitis asshole, but he had a fucking regular fucking dick. He's got the biggest fucking cloaca ever, but the tiniest little ping thing ever,
Elephantitis
dude.
on your asshole.
You have just like a pucker. It's just
asshole.
puckered up. It's just puckered
You got a
up.
big old fat asshole.
That's so like.
That is so gross.
Looks like
That is gross.
It looks like you strapped a donut to your jeans.
This fucking,
It's crazy, man.
You're dating a girl. You're dating a girl, right? And she's like, "Okay, I don't want to tell you this. I have a particularly fat asshole." You're like, "Huh?"
Excuse me.
Like it's 3D. Like what do you mean?
And you pick it out, and it looks like if you roll a balloon. You know, like when like.
I know exactly what you're saying. And I hate it.
You know what I mean, right? It looks.
I know
when
exactly
it's
what you
rolled
mean.
back a little bit on itself.
You guys
All right.
going in though? Are you going in?
I mean,
Are
we
you gonna
deep
try
sea
to-
diving over here, bro. We
Yeah,
been
you
deep sea
gonna try to
diving for years
transcend
over
to
this
the other
way.
side?
No, I have no desire.
Stargate.
Stark.
You're never gonna know you like the night. You're never gonna know you like the wormhole till you jump in it. You know.
I don't need to know.
Right.
I don't need to know. I'm
Yeah,
I'm so satisfied with the current diet. You know.
I hate people like that, man. It makes me sad. I'm like, I want you
If
to
you're not eating ass,
experience
you're not
shit.
really living. You're not really
Yeah, man.
I
If you
don't
ain't-
I don't want to experience shit. That's
if you
why
ain't
I
eating-
specifically avoid the asshole.
If you ain't eating ass, you ain't got no class.
Consider
ain't-
me classless.
See,
Consider me the most classless motherfucker on the face of
I'm
the
a-
earth.
you ass and
getting
use
with
all your
dirty
dishes.
girls, man. That's why you scared.
No, it's just a matter of
why
just
you
like
scared,
I don't
nigga.
trust any. I just don't trust any human being to be clean enough for that to be okay. It's
Right.
not about them.
You're probably right.
It's just no.
You probably 100%
Here's
correct.
here's my rebuttal. there is bacteria shitting all over you at all times.
Yeah.
So, a
Yeah. Well,
clean
there's
surface.
but there's there's technically homicide happening all over my entire body. Like there's like cells killing other cells. There's like
It's
all sorts
not
of like bacteria
homicide.
killing
That
other.
is stupid. That's not the right fucking phrase.
There's
Stop
death happening.
saying that.
There's
That is
death
so
and murder.
dumb.
There's
No.
death and murder happening. There's death and murder happening all over my body. It
There's
doesn't mean I have to go kill
death
someone.
happening,
Homicide.
not murder. They're not the same thing.
Open wide with the cheeks.
Do you not consider it alive? This is the conversation that we were having last
It's
time.
not alive in a way that you consider homicidal instance. It's not the same thing.
Okay, so
I
it's,
didn't know they don't have that intent.
If that's true, based on your number, the amount of Plan B pills and abortions I've had done, I put Bundy to shame. If these are true statements,
Hey man,
I should
That's
be
true, yeah.
hunted
Yeah, you're right.
and put.
Hey,
I should be
man.
like Hannibal Lecter. I should be suspended upside down.
I had at least
man.
one. I've had to buy Plan B at least once.
That's crazy, bro.
I was
expensive.
cool. I didn't have to buy. I was like, you get that shit, bitch. I don't care.
Like you
Well,
go
that's so
carry it.
crazy.
You go carry. I did
I'm
that
going to
too, and they
fucking
got
New
mad.
Zealand
I
if
was
you-
like,
if
why
you-
would you get mad?
If you got some shit, I'm
I
going
can
to New Zealand.
abandon you, and you could just have to deal with that.
Honestly, sometimes I think it's like this is a real thought.
What?
But sometimes I think like maybe I should just let that happen. Wonder what my life would be like if I just had if I had like a child right now.
Chris,
That'd be crazy.
I can tell you right now,
It'd be interesting.
Chris, I can tell you right now, as someone that's known you for much longer than most people that have known you, don't fucking do that.
No, of course not.
Of course not.
Don't fucking. There's just no point. There's just
feel
like
like
no point
I
of
would not-
ruining
I would-
your life.
You know,
what's funny?
I know. I would not have a child with anybody that I wasn't in love with
Yeah,
or anything.
yeah, you
like
did-
sincerely. I mean that actually. Like that's a genuine sentiment.
Yeah, that's the idea, right? That's the idea. It is funny though to me that the one benefit, I guess, to where say maybe I knocked some chick up and then she came back way later, like, hey, you have a kid. The one thing that terrifies me the most about having a kid is just raising
How gay it would be.
Well, no, I don't care. That'd be hilarious.
No, I don't mean like homosexual. That's I mean.
Oh, that type of gay. Yeah, that, of course I'm afraid of that because
like I don't mind my kid. If my kid's gay, I'm actually like fucking thrilled. Actually,
I'm like, you're gonna go in you're gonna be a makeup person. You're gonna fucking, you're gonna do gay porn and make millions, and
you're very likely gonna be better than a normal person. You're very likely to be a better person than the most.
Did you see that thing? Did you see that thing about like? Did you see that? It was like a thing on Twitter that was like going around that said like it was some, I don't remember what country, maybe it was like Europe, or it was somewhere in Europe, or maybe here, I don't know, but there was some Down syndrome person who won a seat in like, I don't know, not Congress or Parliament, but something like that, like some government seat, right? There was somebody with Down syndrome, and somebody there was a big tweet going around. It's like, I think this goes without saying, but if you have Down syndrome, you shouldn't hold office or something. And I remember thinking like, I read it out loud, and I thought like, I feel like I trust these people more. Like for some reason, that didn't bother me at all. Like I looked at it and I was like, I actually think that's probably like a better if everybody in power was Down syndrome, I actually feel like in some way we'd have a better situation.
If they let women have office, they should let anybody have office.
Probably by
That's
default.
Fucking wild.
Probably in default, you're probably right, Chris. I think like if everyone was replaced with a person with Down syndrome, I think the results would be infinitely better, because I think
I genuinely think they would improve. Sincerely.
I think a disgusting number, probably over 90% of the people that are in Congress right now are just money hungry pieces of shit just trying to line their pockets. So
exactly. And you'd have they're not interested in money, they're just interested in grilled cheeses. And like we can all like that's something that anybody can afford. That's the thing. It's like the current politicians is like you bribe them with like you need like millions of dollars to bribe them. You know, assuming that like, I mean, I got bread.
I got bread.
You know, yeah. That's mean. That's mean. That's mean.
That's all they want.
But like,
they just want some bread.
They just seem so happy, man. Like I don't know, man. I'm envious of them, honestly, in a lot of ways.
I mean, I
they
can
just
hit
seem
you really hard,
thrilled.
and then you can be like,
then that would just make me retarded. That wouldn't make me Down syndrome. There's a difference.
True. I know
I could just try to neuromance you or some shit like that, and I guess what you could do.
That'd be cool. What if we just also give you surgery to make you like
surgery? Do you guys feel like, as we brought this up on the podcast, but like we've got a lot of new listeners as well, so I feel like it's worth bringing up again. Am I the only person who feels like Channing Tatum looks like somebody who was cured of Down syndrome? Like
I think he looks like someone that still has it, but Lily thinks I'm crazy.
Like he looks like somebody, little bit of it.
Yeah, like he looks silly. He looks like he just like he took I don't know, like he took something and it healed him.
There's definitely I mean, you're definitely right that he all the roles that he plays, or he plays like a person that is a little bit off, or there's something. I
don't mean his roles. I mean his face, the structure of his face.
That's why but he plays those roles because of his face.
Right.
Like he tried to do one serious role, and I couldn't take him seriously. Like it was some army thing where he's with the dog, and he's got to like travel with the dog. I think the movie's called Dog, actually, and he's just. All I kept thinking, every line he was saying, literally, he's just saying, "My name is Jeff," and I'm like, "This isn't working for me," and so I stopped watching it.
Yeah. Anyway,
my name Jeff.
Yeah, it's just that he ruined himself by doing that. He fucking ruined himself.
He did. He set himself back 300 years doing that.
I saw 300 years. I mean, he was pretty good at coming on what was that movie called? The gay dancing movie.
Oh, Magic Mike.
Yeah, Magic Mike. That's it. Like he had a really good coming scene.
Way worse.
Where like I think he had a prosthetic penis though, because that was way too big. It looked like that shit was like.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
9 inches soft or whatever. And I was like, God damn. He was dancing and he was just dripping and stuff like that. I was like, this is a little much for me.
He was dripping.
Yeah. And I was like, this is only rated R. That's pretty crazy that they showed this.
Oh, okay, interesting. Juxto the Jester. Could we get an extra ammo where you write the first season of the N-Word Quest TV show in the Elder Scrolls universe? I don't know what this is. Is this in reference to your
no, it's not
to,
the
to that video game idea?
It's not the N-Word Quest. That's not what it's called. It's called Gangsta Quest.
The N-Word Quest. That's pretty crazy.
I think that would be a spinoff, though. I think we can work with something like that. We'll figure it out. That's great. I love you.
We should write for the next Action Ammo. We should write Lord of the Rings, but make it and black people. And we got a cast.
That's what this is.
Because I think Frodo. I think Kevin Hart as Frodo is hilarious.
I think it's too on the nose.
Hilarious.
I think it's too on the nose, man. I think
or Cat Williams.
Another one that's on the nose.
Really?
I want some.
Those should be somebody. So the idea. So how about this? Idris Elba as Frodo.
See, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
As Frodo.
Some fucking
We're going to
like
get this ring to count.
uncharismatic coward.
Why are we? Yeah. Well, this is an extra ammo.
We can think about that later. Yeah.
Say it.
But
Let's cast
do-
our Lord of the Rings. Let's rewrite Lord of the Rings. Let's do it.
But the Gangsta
It'll
Quest,
be
I would
Lord of the
love
Negro.
to.
It'll be Lord
I
of
would
the
love to
Negroes,
map
Fellowship
out
of the Negroes.
Gangsta Quest because I have a guide in my head. We could fill in like a lot of the details of how what was supposed to go. We can name the people too because in the thing that I had, the rough draft, there was no names.
Rough draft.
Yeah, there was. Look, I was very enthusiastic about this. I think I came with a rough draft back in like 2013 maybe, and I might have some notes of it still left, but I just remember the important parts. But it wasn't like the only thing that was like, oh, combat mechanics, and then just somewhat of a plot was kind of laid out, but no characters and stuff like that. We didn't have any names or anything. So me and my friend were just talking shit. But I would love us to fill this out, make it something, and then I will literally pitch it to people. Because I would at least want like a Sprite fucking RPG, like an indie. I think that this could really happen. Like if this idea was fleshed out well, and it's like, yo, just an indie project. Doesn't need to be fucking 3D or some shit. It's like I loved playing, I didn't love playing Undertale, but you know what I'm saying. Like just a lot of people love that shit. I didn't really care for it that much, to be honest.
I thought the game was fine.
Yeah, that's I did. It kind of like I was like, oh, this. Why is this so hyped? I don't. Okay, but
it's cool. It's cool that it's by one guy. Is really what it is.
And that's kind of my point. That's kind of my point. Being like, I think this under the care of somebody like that would be a really fucking fun game. And we put ourselves in it for some reason. We'll figure it out. Like we'll be like, I want to be like a blacksmith, the blacksmith. I'm the blacksmith. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
Your name is Blacksmith.
Yeah, my name is Blacksmith.
Your name is Blacksmith, and you're a butcher. You're the town butcher.
Named Blacksmith.
Town butcher.
I love it.
All right.
That'd be pretty fire.
That'd be fair. Man, I'd love that.
Last one. Dort Snort. How do you feel about all these YouTubers quitting, and do you see yourselves quitting anytime soon? Yeah, Matt Pat retired, Tom Scott retired. It's interesting.
Yeah, there's been a few people. The one thing that annoys me, though, I will say, is most of the people that experience burnout that I've seen at that level, I think they have more of a problem, almost an addiction, than that they needed to address. Then when you're at a certain level, you can pack away. Like say when you go to vacation, you can pack away and schedule some episodes. It's something, and you have the resources, and there's a lot of things you can do to manage that and work shit out to where you can have a break. At a lower level, much harder to do. So people that experience burnout on a level like us and lower makes a lot of sense because you're like, fuck, I can't really stop. If I stop, I'm fucked. All this kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But at a certain high level, I feel like these people, I'm like, bro, figure this shit out. Get some therapy. Figure it out to where you don't get burned out. Matt Pat's been going on for a long time though. That makes more sense to me of like I'm done. But his explanation talking about I want to play video games and have regular conversations when I meet with people and not tie it to work. And I'm like, bro, you are so successful. You could have done this a long time ago, which kind of leads me back to like that sick, that kind of like you have a problem that you can't get away from this. You can't break away from it.
I don't think.
He's also in a position. He's also in a position that he can. He also is a position that he can do it. You know what I mean? Like if you can retire, like why the fuck wouldn't you?
Right, but he's been talking about it. Like if you heard his explanation, like it's been a nagging thing. That
I saw that because he's married to his coordinator. So like I remember he said something in this video where it's like, I hate that my dinner conversations with my wife are all like work because they have to be, and it's like I get that. I think that's kind of nuts.
100%.
And I don't know, whatever. Like it makes sense that Matt Pat is. I mean, he's been operating at a very high level for a really, really long time. So has Tom Scott. Really, like he's been posting a video every single fucking week for 10 straight years. And they're all fucking weird and straight. Like his last one was him literally going into the sunset. Like he strapped himself to a helicopter and like flew into the sunset. It was like fucking crazy. But so it's good. It's I don't know.
I mean,
am I gonna quit anytime
good.
soon? No, I'm not gonna quit anytime soon. I like the space, at least like where especially where we're at now, where like it's just like a fun thing to do. Like to retire would be like.
No, I never, as far as, because I've seen some people at bigger podcasters that were producers and whatnot that walked away from the job because they, you know, whatever the reasons were. And in my opinion, I was like, that's because, you know, there's people that have their careers were normal jobs and they're there for 20 plus years or whatever.
Yeah, and they hate their jobs.
Yeah, they hate their jobs, but there's people that are doing some amazing stuff, like producing a podcast that makes millions of dollars, and they're like, I want to do something different, I'm getting bored. And then in my mind, when I'm looking at them, I'm like, holy shit, you're crazy. You're like, what, you're artistically bored or whatever your reason is, and you want to leave.
Yeah, but it's their own reasons. It's always
of
their
course,
own
I'm not
fucking
telling them
reasons
not.
why.
It's not like no, not do it. I'm saying it from my point of view, dude. And so it's one of those things where, pertaining to this podcast, I would never want to, you know, like I said, we'll stop it if Keith David does it. But barring that,
I guess just taking
get set up-
breaks, like taking a break, like if something like
To me,
serious
it's just-
moments happen in our lives, you know, we're like, hey, we're not going to be posting for X amount of time because I don't know, Kingston had a baby, or like fucking like, you know,
Yeah, that's
something
normal.
goes on.
Like, that's normal.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just taking, like, people take vacations and whatnot. We figure it out how to either, you know, bank some episodes, which is not like, you don't want to do it all the time, but in certain situations you want to bank episodes, or we just skip a week or whatever the fuck. It doesn't really matter. If we're situated and if we're set, you can kind of go at your own pace. But I mean, but as far as just being like, I don't think personally I would ever have to quit the podcast for like burnout reasons. The only thing that I would, if you know this thing continues to grow, we get people working with us to set us up better. You know, management, editors, and stuff like that, or editor, and then we can.
Yeah,
really
that would really be the most we would do. I think.
Right.
It's just getting like somebody to edit the show. But I don't know. Like I don't. This doesn't feel like work to me. You know what I mean?
It's not.
This is just us. This is us
Yeah.
doing dumb shit together. That we would do this regardless if we had a show or not. So like, there's no real like. Even if we did retire, this is stuff that we would be doing anyway. So like, that's kind of the thing where it's like I don't see. I could see myself doing different things in maybe addition.
Right.
Yeah,
But like,
definitely
or
that,
like maybe
but-
like YouTube. Maybe I stop doing YouTube videos and I do music or something. Like I can see that.
I mean,
but like
that's
the
where
podcast is going to be a.
That's exactly
a
where
main
I'm at
set.
right now. I abandoned my main channel, and I was so happy when I did it. I felt it felt good to have no more. I think I've said this before, because I was only still posting because I had some sponsor obligations, and now that they're all gone, no more contracts. I have a guy that hits me up every once in a while, and for whatever reason, I don't even understand why. I've actually kept turning him down because I'm just like, dude, why do you want fucking? You're gonna promote some shit, send me more merch, and then I'll get like
Tell him
no views.
It's so weird. It's like, tell him to come here.
Well, see, that's the thing. I tried to tell him that, and he was kind of like, I guess, whatever, we'll try to figure it out. But then I'm like, why?
It's not hard. It ain't hard, man.
He, for some reason,
It's so weird.
I need to tell him again, because I've told him twice. I'll tell him again, hey, man, again, this channel gets no views. This channel gets views. How is that not, like, how do you not understand that we'll just bring it over and stuff?
YouTube in
Anyway,
general, man. YouTube
I think
general's
it's
not
one of
even
the things
space
where
anymore.
he probably doesn't want to up the, you know, the amount that he's giving me, the small amount that he would give me, maybe because I would be like, well, you know, give us more money or something. But anyway, that doesn't matter. But yeah, I definitely, like, quitting the YouTube thing. I just don't really, all I'm going to do is just post sporadic music and shit and just random stuff. And it feels great to not have that weird obligation or that feeling that, oh man, my channel's gonna die if I don't post. It's already dead, and it's just like, great, this feels nice. This feels good. And I would not feel that way if the podcast wasn't going well.
Yeah.
If this podcast wasn't doing well, I'd be freaking out right now. I'd be like, I'm gonna go work at Amazon or something. Fuck, I'm out of here.
You gotta hit the block up, man. You gotta go right back to the block. Like, well,
You go right back to the block.
time to destroy my community.
Yeah, but we're doing good here.
We're doing good.
So thanks to you guys. Your support over at patreon.com/snarktank means a lot.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I
It's
have
amazing.
no problem pumping drugs into the community I grew up in. I'm being very sad. I have no
All
problem
right.
doing
Well.
it.
All right.
That
well,
is
No one I
that's
care
very
about
strange
abusing
aside.
those drugs, so I'll be fine.
So
That
anyway,
is insanity.
so we
I haven't the slightest problem doing it.
anyway, thank you all for your support for 300 episodes.
Sincerely, 300.
300. Next episode is going to be 301.
I will give children meth
Like we're just
to get
we're just
hooked
gonna
on it.
we're just
and
gonna
then have
skip
them
every
sell it for
single.
me.
You're crazy. Stop.
We're gonna have every single episode of the 200s gone. This is just not real. We're just gonna continue. We're gonna go from 199 to 300.
We're just gonna lie.
And then people are gonna be like, where's 200 to 299? What the fuck happened to those episodes?
And then gaslight. Then we start our gaslight.
And then gaslight.
Like,
Yeah.
We made them ready.
What if we never, like, this one's also like 199 and it never goes anywhere?
It's just every episode is 199 from here on out.
People
That
try
would
to
be such a fucking nightmare.
No problem peddling.
Which
no problem
199 was
peddling
it?
Things that'll destroy the people around me.
What is wrong with
All right,
you?
Kingston's
Why would
off
you
on a
do
tangent,
that?
so we're
I'm
gonna
the FBI, bro. I'm
all right,
the
we're gonna
FBI.
head out.
What's
You
We're
are
gonna
the
head out.
FBI. What's
The
happening?
war on drugs was started by me, bro. I was like,
We're
hey,
gonna-
you guys want
we're
these
gonna
drugs
head
you
out
guys
now.
clearly couldn't have created on
2.0.
your own?
Find a
want these
picture of you
things?
shaking hands with Biden and shit. Fuck out of here, dude.
Me
We're
shaking
gonna-
hands with Reagan. Could you imagine that's a
Oh,
photo?
Reagan. Damn.
I can't imagine you shaking hands with Reagan.
I wouldn't even know what to think because I'm like, where is he green? Is he rotting or is he like full? Is he like actually like has he been summoned? Is he I don't understand.
You're like, is this that's past? But Kingston's that age now.
Yeah, see that's what like which so you just don't age, is that's what we're going with?
Yeah, I stopped aging a long time ago.
Okay.
I gotta stop doing
right.
it.
Fair
Stop
Fair enough. You're Steve Martin. Gotcha.
selling drugs to people that really shouldn't, destroying communities,
So
laughing
evil.
about it.
You're so evil.
right.
That
Let's,
video, that thing recording of Nixon and Reagan together was recorded by me.
Man, just
Could you imagine?
doesn't end.
Never.
What?
ends.
What? All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, see you guys.
Let's do the tie me down.
For who the bell tolls.
Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Gay system of a down be like we're left with no cum in the power bottom. We're left with no cum in the power button. Bottom.
What?
I don't know what
Which
that
one's
is.
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're left with no cum.
I don't know.
Nothing's
I don't
coming to
know.
my mind.
Yeah, nothing's coming to my mind either. We can bang if you want to. You can piss in my bed. Lego my ego niggo. You can fuck if you want to. You can fuck your friends behind because your friends don't come, and if they don't come, well, they're comma N. And that's all it says.
yeah.
Leon Sams, Big Meaty Stinks, Andy the man whose handies are S tier and dandy, Gagey the prince of all Gayans, Sneeko cowering in fear from a Krispy Kreme, Krispy Kreme donut like a veteran hearing fireworks, Heath Smoker, the Yaoi hentai manga I got for Christmas, sleeping with only a shirt like Squidward is peak, Jesse Pinkman, rise against re-education to the sound of a black eye pounding away to the rhythm of the thrusting deep inside me. Homeless trans femme whose resolution is to fuck. Just Alexander, and there's too many gays here. In my gay dreams, I see that gay town, silent gay, Juxto the Jester in his gay disposition. You are tuned into 98.7 WIRP with Negro and the Spick. Mariachi music with foghorns. I want some cock sludge. I'd love to swallow man splooge. I love to make dicks cry. So tonight I'm sucking this guy's ball sack by Eminem, Seaman M. Obama, Lord of Drone striking Matt Walsh's house. His family is safe, but not him. Fuck it, carry on with the Britain slander. Shit sucks here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a lot of Britain
Covered
slander
that.
today.
Yeah, fuck the
we did.
Brits. Fuck them dead.
Fuck the Brits, hey. Fucking Tory.
It's so crazy how we're all related.
The amount of damage I've taken today is outrageous. This submersible really hurts my brain.
It's the sound of them fucking exploding. I love it. Listening to Sweeney makes me consider racism. Sweeney, thank you for being the voice of reason. Christian kill himself. Baller the first sin. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Sweeney, I need advice. I'm trying to flirt with an Afro-Caribbean girl. Please come to Sweden. The trolls have returned.
Let's go. Give him some advice, nigga. Or not. Okay,
All right, jolly old dipshit. He asked if I shot Uncle Ben. PETA, they transed me, PETA. Becoming homeless to support the homies. Cyphergraph. Sweeney with the eeny weeny peeny. Elmo found dead in New York City apartment. I present to you the old gods of Snark Tank featuring Jonathan Young as Alan Cake. This is Herald of Gayness. Ayo, Mr. White, get a glass. I want to see it, bitch. At first, I wasn't gay. I was scared of guys. Kept thinking I could never take a penis deep inside. Sweeney's superpower is being confidently wrong. Back to Tank of Cum. Caucasian Container. The Cracker Barrel for gays. Donald Trump burping on Dom's clit. Fight me, Greg Miller, for what you have done to my boo. Do Christian girls? I don't know. Do Christian girls squirt holy water? King Kong's Ding Dong wrote in. All I can say is that my life is pretty gay. I love sucking these dudes in the rain. She pipkin on my pippa. Possum. Sweeney eats corn the long way. Average clit energy. Found a condom on a squid at the beach. Let nature do the rest. Just the hard R. Star Coffee on Twitch, bitch. She Shinzo on my Duheki Tiladabe. Name your top 3 favorite Negroes, Sweeney. Been blowing loads of guys living in a gay man's paradise, taking donks of every size living in a gay man's paradise. Transfem Gremlin, exposing people with lactose intolerance and 90 million rodogens of ionizing radiation. Yush, not Vinpen. The Angelic DM, so here I am pretending I'm a girl named Pam. They've got my cock in their hand, realizing I'm a homo man. Motorboating an open colon is the most heinous thing I've ever fucking heard, which is saying something because I'm a Snark Tank listener. Craig the Canadian, Dr. Ligma, and the Ball Droppers. It's your boy Shawnee D. Daily Wire presents Matt Walsh's What is a Black? Ben and Jerry's Funky Monkey to the tune of One Winged Angel. Butts Balls Gay Orgy. Stroking his giant peen. Butts Balls Gay Orgy. Gay Sinatra be like, start spreading your cheeks. I'm fucking your ass. 3XO.
I wanna see you farting shit on my phallic bone.
On my phallic bone. That's so insane.
Fart and shit.
You fart. That's a chili dog, bro.
Fucking gross.
Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking, emoticons going like this. Homeless drip. I'm Lord of homeless drip. If you get put on Santa's, if you get put on Santa's naughty list, he'll pop your balls like bubble wrap. Obi, won't you blow me?
All right.
Homeless never homoless. Matt Pat giving Game Theory channel to Chris Chan. That's it. I'm really gonna do it this time. Deeth Cavage, she spread it. And let me take a sniff of that mahi. Fucking police coming hard as I thrust and pound. Avi, I don't want to be queer anymore by Rise Against.
I don't want to be homo anymore. I don't want to have the.
I don't want to be queer anymore. That's insane.
I don't want to see no penis in my floor. I don't want to suck dick anymore. Whoa.
Oh, that's
whoa.
That's fucking Rob Thomas.
I don't want to be
Rob
dick
Thomas.
anymore. Whoa.
I don't want to be homo anymore.
No,
I love that song. That song is such a staple of our childhood. Isn't it crazy?
I don't want to be.
I love that song. Melodically, dude, that is a banger, man.
I've heard that song so many times growing up that it became
anymore.
part of my life.
You want to keep it gay?
Yeah.
I don't want to be cishet no anymore. Wait, I don't want to be.
How can you make that a gay
I don't want to be
cover?
cishet no more. I don't want to have to see you some tits or suck some tits or whatever.
I don't want to be hetero anymore. I don't want to have to suck some tits. Oh, I just want a penis in my throat. I want men to fuck me so much more. I want men to fuck me so much more.
I want my throat to bill filled up with load. Oh, whoa. Oh,
there has to be an image of him gargling mad sploons, bro.
Is that the whole thing? You just gargle the rest of the song.
Is that the first cover of the year? Is that the first gay?
I mean, that would be fun to do. I love that song,
bro.
I think we should do it. We'll do it. That'll be one of the episodes.
He's got such a fun voice to like pretend to do too. Like Rob Thomas has like that weird like late 2000s kind of like not Nickelback, but like it's like it's like that the song that was in Barbie. It's like I wanna push you around.
Yeah,
I will.
That was my anthem when I was like fucking
down.
5. Oh no, like
I know.
I was probably like
5.
Not 5. I would say I was
you imagine a kid?
I was thinking 5th grade. Not 5.
Well, I will. I wanna take you fuck around now.
It's the way he says granite too. Like what?
Yeah.
Granite.
I wanna take you fuck around here. Yeah.
That is a boy anthem. That is a boy anthem, bro.
Yeah.
I
It
love
is the
that song.
ultimate boy song, to be honest.
is the
Like it is boy to the max.
That is not man, boy.
No,
that is
not
the
man, not
biggest
specifically,
boy song
not
ever.
even adolescent male, really. But like it's boy, so it's a boy jam for sure.
Because you just want to push girls over because they're annoying.
And I did.
Over.
I grabbed their Barbies and I scratched their tits off on the brick walls, and then I threw it at them and I
That's
pushed them.
So
Savage.
insane.
Just
Sanding
savage,
a Barbie's
dude.
tits off on a brick wall.
And I
I'll
Wait,
blast
alright.
you, bitch.
I
And he
blasted
started-
my boombox, maximum 20 level, all the bass, all the treble, all the mid, so it just sounds
my
like shit.
God.
Rob Thomas is, and I was fucking
doing
on it, dude.
physical, doing literal lightning,
Everybody was-
thunder damage to people. That
Everybody
is
was
how much,
penis
how loud your shit
riding.
was.
Those claps were fast as lightning. Wage Slave 583, a side guy from Michigan. Down bad for a helicopter take emoticon, so I can see Chris going. Emoticon's going like this. Papini Brothers Emporium. All right, Snark Tank, feast your ears on that gay doctors mix. Donk Donkerson, Monk Gyatsu, you got to pay the troll's toll to get in the boys' hole. Gade 6, Gay Vanna, come in my ass as a man, as I suck on this peen. Gay, as a queer, as you plow my pussy. As I said, hey.
I'm feeling fucking gay.
I thought that was the Arthur theme, but it's not.
I thought it was too. That's why I said it.
Wait, which one was? Because I feel like we what was that?
And I said, hey, I'm feeling so fucking gay. I am gay. Gay.
Gay Vanna?
Gay. Nirvana is what it is. It's Gay Vanna.
Right, we did go over that. Right, okay. Because
Yeah.
I remember you were thinking it was like the Havana thing. Remember? No.
Yeah. I said, hey, you feed me
Havana.
peen. I said, hey, you feed me peen. Gotta get back down on my knees. No time to waste. There's dick to taste. All of you are getting. That's it.
Nice.
Late term abortion with the Vanderlyn gang. If I were a gay man with a femboy or two. Kazdor's Salzar, #1 hater. Gumball's actor calling Dream the F slur. Sandman.gov. John Strickland. Nick Kerr's upcoming arch nemesis.
Nick Kerr, I love it.
Say it.
What is that? Noah. What is this?
Say
Noah Kanega.
No, I can, nigga. Is that what that's supposed to be?
I don't know. I don't. I don't know. The college basket football arc. I don't know. Mercs 1889. I feel like some of these feel like inside jokes to the people who write them, and they just never explain.
Well, we
Held my
went
hands.
off of the Nick Kerr before.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
dude's son that
Yeah,
he named
yeah,
his
yeah.
son Nick. Steve named his
It's
son.
crazy.
Steve Kerr named his son Nick, which is so funny.
Insane.
Good.
So insane. Held my hands to his throat till his spirit fell out. The first Church of Keith David featuring Paul Joseph Watson's massive fist waffle punching his own shit down the sink drain. Second Church of Keith David featuring being better than the first Church of Keith David. Pre-Roz, Blake 896, crypto scammer and YouTube sensation Logan Paul after winning the United States Championship at WWE Crown Jewel. Cigarette Gay Dreams. To refer to what Derek said last episode, there's now a bigger gap between 2000 now and 2004 than 2004 and the release of Rocky IV. A little dish rag. Britney Spears Toxic. With the taste of your dick, I want to ride. Your cock tip. I'm sipping inward. Alaskan Oilfield Trash. Texas Tater. Texas Tater Salad. Man, you're scarfing down that yoo-hoo. Using the pilot punch for more lube. Sue Hulk, Tickle My Ass Hairs, Nikki Ziggy, Marcus currently working on turning off the hammer of dawn outside Sweeney's room, a roughly human-shaped pile of red flags, Jackson DuPont, Badly Brave, Hugger Derek, Duck Cunt, Goliath, I've been done everything, even my cum, Aetherian, Progerian Hunter, frying bacon with my shirt off, Melphus won the angriest crowd, enjoying the view from the Dealey Plaza on the 6th floor, and as always, rounding out our list for episode 300 is King of Haphazard.
Bug Bob, help me, Bug Bob. I'm coming, Bug Bob, I'm coming.
Ew, who is that?
Who's
Bug
that?
Bob, help me. I don't know,
Who
some
is
guy-
that?
Some guy that's SpongeBob's friend. I call him fella.
It's just one of the people there.
Bug Bob, quick, Bug Bob.
SpongeBob,
Bum Bob.
help me, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's watching this guy melt away in front of him.
SpongeBob, SpongeBob, help me, SpongeBob. Oh, jeez.
And Patrick's laughing his ass at this person's misery.
I joined Hamas.
Who do you think is genuinely dumber? Ed? From Ed and Eddie or Patrick? Ed, right?
Ed, by orders of magnitude, yeah.
But there's moments where Ed is so powerful.
Ed is powerful, but like Patrick is stupid, but Ed is barely there. Like Ed is like
He is genuinely
Patrick,
retarded. Isn't
if
he?
you really think, like, Patrick has a house, you know what I mean?
Somehow.
Ed's parents took his stairs away, bro. Like, that's an entire family.
Dude, you
Of
remember the episode where he
confusion.
ate the bed, bro? That is an episode I'll never forget. I remember the episode so well, it's terrifying.
But Double D, I joined ISIS.
Double D, we're going to bomb the Jewish.
That's great. That's great.
And Double D's very Jewish, I'm sure. And he's just quiet.
Ed, why did you dig a tunnel to Israel?
And
I
then
just wanted
freaking
to
Eddie's like, wait, we can get paid for this.
I just like digging, Double D.
I just like digging and
That was a
killing
weirdly
people.
accurate fucking cadence, actually.
That was very good.
Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here before this continues for another fucking hour of nonsense.
Yeah, cheers to another 300 episodes, niggas.
Yeah, cheers to another 300 episodes. We'll see you next time on episode 200 and
And one.
And one.